waiting to show up on Twitch. And there it is. I should probably silence my phone. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome one and all to the first Caffeinated Conquest live stream that counts.
Oh, this one counts.
Hopefully.
Did you tweet this one out?
Nah, I figure since we're just testing and screwing around, I mean, who knows what could happen, right? Once we actually get a schedule nailed down, I'll start tweeting stuff out. All right, so ladies and gentlemen, a number of our viewers have been asking us for quite a long time to be able to see the entire sessions of the games that we play. Problem is, with the way we've been doing things, it's kind of not doable for us to be able to get out an entire session with any sort of regularity, because even the little tiny... I should probably mute Twitch in the background.
Nah.
You need your background to talk?
It's hard for us to get out an entire session with any semblance of regularity just because of the amount of editing I have to do. Even the little 45-ish minute episodes I put out now take me upwards of 5 hours to edit sometimes. So we figured if we do this, we can give you more gaming sessions at once and less work for me. Everybody wins, right? Today, I will be running the scenario Weed 'em and Reap from the Buried Secrets book of Wraith 2nd Edition. This is the part where I would normally show the book, but I own it in PDF, so use your imagination. This is a test stream, so by all means, please rip it apart, tear it to shreds, criticize it to your heart's content, because the bottom line is, if we are not producing a stream that is worth watching, that is worth your time, then we're just kind of jerking off. Also,
you can join the 3 people who have been mean to us.
They've been mean beanies.
One last thing, this is the first Wraith game that we have ever played, so I am going to try to keep things rolling as much as I can, especially being live. That being said, like so many Wraiths, some of these rules are inevitably going to go screaming out the window. Also, while we are playing 2nd edition Wraith the Oblivion, some of the rules like specialties and botches we're going to keep closer to the 20th anniversary side of things, just because it's less brain power for us to have to deal with. Anything you guys want to say before we begin?
I forgot what everything does.
Yep.
Looking for the PDF.
That tends to happen when, we made these over a month ago.
Hey, we tried, man. I've been trying to get this started. How about we just start with everybody introducing their characters?
Oh, fuck.
Oh, speaking of fuck, I forgot to start the jukebox. Fuck, we're gonna get the hang of this one day, guys. Or actually, no. I'll wait for the game proper to begin. Go ahead.
This is just like the first day of class where the teacher asks you to introduce yourself and say something interesting.
I remember my character's an idiot.
I'll go first. Well, my character, Francis Dumas. While alive, he was an electronic musician in the vein of Soft Cell combined with 9 Inch Nails. And one day while on tour, he got beaten to death by some angry rednecks for having a boyfriend. And now he's angry and technically not dead.
All right, Xavier, you're next on our little window feed here. Why don't you go ahead?
I am playing Miles Bryce, an ex-CIA agent. He was very devoted to his job, but even more so to his family, and that carries on in his afterlife.
Adam?
I shall be playing John Titus, a former boxer turned, I guess, scamming artist on the internet in the 90s who passed away. Who passed away? Well, not passed away. He got murdered for beating up a guy or not for. I don't know how to say it. He
beat a man too hard.
Yeah, beat a man too hard whenever he's supposed to lose, basically.
Oh, you're supposed to take a dive and you didn't.
Oh, he got not Matt Murdock.
His dad.
Yeah, his dad.
Yeah, whatever that means. Yes.
Adam, did you just watch Daredevil season 1 on Netflix?
I know what you mean. Yeah,
If so, I'm sorry. You should have watched season 2. It had the punishment.
yeah. I
Right.
only saw half of the first season. It was like, yeah. Go far.
Tom.
Go for Tom.
All right, I am playing Clive McCoolin, an ex-orphan.
An ex-orphan, so you got your parents back.
They got better after they died.
You got de-orphanated.
I don't know if they're alive or dead. That's not really important. What he is important. He's a medieval weapon historian who has published a few papers on recent studies and what's the word am I looking for? A HEMA enthusiast in the wake of what just has started coming up in the 1994s.
European martial arts.
Yeah, HEMA.
Yes, that's what it means, right? Historical European martial arts.
Yeah, I'm
Yeah.
just translating. I know what he means.
And one day got killed in a mugging, and he kind of had a mental breakdown over that by concocting in his mind that he was killed by his rival in a duel to the death.
But it was actually
just a mugging gone wrong.
Adam's character.
Who was
Sorry you didn't know
supposed
this,
to
Adam.
lose to you.
That was supposed to lose to you.
And the rednecks who bet on him got mad and went to go kill Josh's character.
It happens.
And then a CIA agent had to investigate this for some reason and got ousted.
There you go, Chaz. We just built our character connections.
Fantastic.
I don't know why a CIA character or CIA is working in States, but whatever.
It's the 90s, man. They don't know what they're doing.
It's the 90s, back when, they started working on, Homeland Security.
All right.
Like, what if there's spies in our country? Are we going to introduce our shadows or the shadows of...
Oh, yeah. Please do let everyone know whose shadow you are controlling. Now, let me put it this way for the audience. So, a friend of mine who runs Wraith, he likes to, as the storyteller, control all the players' shadows, so things go a little more smoothly. That being said, this is a caffeinated conquest stream, and our objective is to piss each other off as much as possible on any given day. So I've deliberately assigned the shadows to stir the pot as much as possible. Please do go ahead.
Well, starting with X.
All right. I've got Josh's shadow, and once again, I don't remember anything about what this sheet does, man. I've got these passions and these thorns. I think thorns do stuff. I don't remember.
Dark passions are the things that the shadow wants to accomplish.
And then the rating is just how much they want to.
Mm-hmm.
Well, let's audience figure it out.
You'll learn as we do.
Well, I am playing.
Go ahead.
Yep.
No, go ahead.
Oh, I'm playing the shadow to Tom's character, Clive.
This
Adam.
is just a
Apparently-
leprechaun.
Yeah, I'm playing Xavier's shadow character, Miles Bryce.
And I'll be playing Josh's shadow of John Titus. No,
Yeah,
wait.
That's my,
Josh's.
That's Adam's. I'm sorry.
like,
I've already
Like-
fucked this up.
like,
I was like, wait a minute. Someone else just said they played John Titus, and that wasn't Josh. Who could it be?
I am no Josh. It's
All right then. Ladies and gentlemen, with the characters introduced, I will begin to set the stage. So, it is Atlanta in the year 1994. To put that in context, Super Nintendo, Mighty Morphin Power Rangers. What other 90s things were out there?
In
Kurt Cobain
Atlanta,
shooting himself.
in
Hacky
the
Sack.
90s.
Okay, let's take a detour there.
the Lion King came out. The Lion King, Forrest Gump, and Pulp Fiction came out this year.
Ah, Good Google Fu, Adam.
Kim Il Sung just died.
Oh yeah, what a tragedy.
Okay, we don't know what month it is.
I think Jeffrey Dahmer just died too.
I still.
And John Gacy Adams was executed.
John Wayne Gacy.
There you go. What did I say?
John
People are
Gacy
gonna
Adams.
wonder why we know this information.
Yeah.
We swear it was part of building our characters.
X, I still think you should have played Nixon, man. That would have been hilarious. Anyway, whomever you are, however you died, you all find yourself in the same place. It seems to be Atlanta, at least on the surface, but the reflection is somehow distorted. The shadows seem to loom longer. The dilapidation that clings to the buildings like a miasma seems all the more fetid and rotten. You look around you. The stillness is overpowering. Perhaps most of all is the lack of animals. You're used to as you walk through the muggy summer nights in Atlanta, hearing the chirp of cicadas from a tree, or perhaps in the depths of the city the squirk of a rat as it scurries by. But everything is simply deathly still. You haven't seen so much as a cockroach since crossing into this other world and forcing your way out of the strange amniotic skin that once covered you.
We can't see any cockroach spirits.
You're not in the Umbra. You're in the dark Umbra. Anyway, you continue and eventually find yourselves and each other in the neighborhood of Little 5 Points, a mecca for the creative, or perhaps the societal outcasts, where fashion shops to porno stores to all sorts of niche and exotic merchandise caters to the many flavors that are present of the people that inhabit this area. Francis, you're probably well acquainted with this area, being an electronic musician and someone of the LGBT community, as it was back in the 90s. And it is this point that besides yourselves, you see the first any other living creature that you've seen since arriving. And he appears to be this sort of scrawny, for lack of a better term, hippie or flower child. He's dressed with the standard, long shaggy hair, bell-bottom jeans. And as he looks around, he regards you, and his eyes go wide with some sort of elated surprise. He looks around. Far out, man! New Wraiths! New Wraiths, holy crap! And he starts rushing towards you guys. What would you like to do?
Slow your roll there, buddy. What are you talking about?
Oh, sorry, sir. We haven't seen any new Wraiths around these parts in about 3 months, man. Truth be told, I didn't know if I'd be able to see anybody ever again. How was it? I mean, obviously the trip probably wasn't pleasant, but I mean, wow. Are you guys okay? They didn't get you. I mean, I'm sorry, talking too fast. Let me start at the beginning. Welcome to the Shadowlands, man.
Wait,
Cleverly named.
what is our situation right now? We just popped up here.
So the Weedham and Reap scenario assumes that you guys are new Wraiths, newly dead, newly to the area. So you've probably died. You've managed to break out of your call, however long that took, and you have found yourselves here.
And what is a call exactly?
Call
It's
is
the
this...
weird little. Oh,
Well, yeah, it's like this ectoplasmic skin that covers a newborn Wraith that most of them never make it out of, and indeed, several Wraiths, particularly those who work for the Hierarchy, the Wraith version of the Camarilla, will harvest for slaves.
it's a ghost of baby sack.
Basically, yeah.
Ew.
It's like that scene in the Matrix when Neo first pops
Yeah.
out all covered in goop.
So my
And he
mate.
knows Kung Fu. Do we know Kung Fu?
No, you know Hema.
Oh, damn it.
know how to
Kinda like
brawl.
Kung Fu.
European Kung Fu.
That Kung Fu man.
So what's the hippie I'm gonna ask the hippie's name.
Oh, dude, my name, you can call me Crier, man. That's what my friends call me, but like my real name, my name my dad gave me, it's like Max Nolan, man. But yeah, they call me Crier because I'm like the source of all the news around here. You dig?
I dig.
You look like a Steve.
I've heard that before.
We're gonna call you Shaggy.
But there's no animals down here. He doesn't have a Scooby.
Well,
That's
make
because
one. It's a,
Scooby's a werewolf,
That's-
remember?
That's the World of Darkness part of the game.
No, Scooby went to doggy hell.
But all dogs go to heaven.
And as you guys are talking to Crier, you can see that sort of peeking out from doors of shops in the area and from the alleyways, quite curiously, a number of other wraiths, all mangled in different separate ways, are peeking out and regarding you with the same sort of surprise and maybe not quite elation, but regarding you as perhaps a hopeful omen.
Why is this hopeful?
there's no dead people. For 3
There
Yeah.
hasn't
months,
been
they
dead
come
people in
out-
Atlanta for 3 months. That's horseshit.
Now,
those things-
yes, as a matter of fact, if anybody would like to roll an intelligence streetwise for me.
I will do that. That is 2.
And actually, Josh,
At
I'm
what dip?
6 for most of you. Josh, I'm going to give it to you at a difficulty 5. Because, like I said, you'd probably be more familiar with the area.
All right, intelligence
Woo!
streetwise.
Yes, please.
I got 110.
I press the button, but nothing's happening.
You press
Division Hunter?
you press the little die button next to the macro.
No, there we go. 1 success.
Okay. Nobody else.
I mean, I'll roll it.
I mean, you don't have to if you don't give a fuck.
Eh. Did I roll it? I did not roll it.
No.
I'm a bitch.
We'll get these macro things down.
Guys, just click the little D20. There you go.
I was trying. Oh. Oh wait, I got 1.
Right. Yeah, I can't. I have no fucking idea how to program our little tens eat one house rule into this. So that part of that math is you're gonna have to do on your own. All right. So Xavier and Tom, you guys would know. Yeah, hell yeah, people have died in Atlanta in the last 3 months. It's like easy. Josh, you would know specifically that there's been quite a few deaths in the Little Five Points area. Little Five Points can get pretty dangerous after dark. And, you know, the hobos begging for change become hobos mugging you with a knife. In particular, there's been at least 2 fatal car accidents here within the past 3 months. So, knowing what little you do of the spirit world, it's really, really a stretch that no new race would come by.
Knowing what you know of Atlanta in the 90s.
Well, Crier, there's plenty of dead people going around back where we came from. I don't know why we're the only new ones.
So Crier sort of like looks to the left and to the right. He sort of waves you in a little bit. He's like, I don't like to say this too loud, man. It's common knowledge, but it kind of scares people. Look,
We're like, man, we are both dead, but I can still smell you.
I can smell your fear, man.
nah, man, that's a heroin. Check it out. There's a rumor going around, right? There's a bunch of wackos that call themselves the Burning. Alright, so you guys are new here, man, so I don't expect you guys to, like, know this, but there's this, like, fire. It's like special fire that only happens down here in the Shadowlands. And Atlanta is just filthy with this shit, man. Like, all the time, and it's super dangerous. Well, the rumor is that there's this cult of wackos called the Burning that think these specters are behind it, and specters are like evil wraiths. Anyway, rumor is the burning goes around, pulls new wraiths out of their call before they can be like born, and sacrifices them to the specters. Now, I haven't heard anything in like proof, man, but that's the word about town. So, you guys might want to be careful. Probably should have told you that sooner. Huh?
Oh, I know, careful.
Right. So
Yo,
what do we do
Shaggy,
from
what happens
here?
if a wraith dies, though, man?
Dude, you don't know want to know what's waiting for you on the other side. Although,
Said the same thing about death.
I didn't know what happened on this side, and now I know, so I want to know if you know.
You go to super heaven or super hell.
You
That's how
either
you
go
get
to
the doggy
super
hell.
heaven or doggy hell.
all right.
But is that where Shaggy went? Sure, Scoopy went.
So there's like this place called the Far Shores, right? And you guys know all those religious wackos that died. Well, they're still here, man, and they still got their religions and their flocks. And some of them think that in those far shores, that's where like heaven and Allah, and I think we just lost Xavier.
What?
Who's this Xavier speaking of?
Anyway, so they like say like that's where all their afterlife and shit is, man. The hierarchy says it's a trap for like idiots and stuff, and that if you go there, you'll basically just rip your soul apart. The other option is like oblivion, man, and it's just like what it sounds like, complete nothingness. Or it could be super hell. Nobody here really knows.
And no one's explored it.
Oh, they
That sounds
have,
like-
dude. They've sent people, man. They've sent people to look, and they've sent people to check. Nobody comes back.
Well, what if what's on the other side is just amazing and they don't want to come back?
Some people think that that's the hierarchy's game, man. Some people think that they deliberately try to scare you so they don't lose control. And it's up for you to decide.
Well, these hierarchies sound like a bunch of assholes.
Yeah, well, you'll find that sentiment a lot in this area, man. This here's what you'd call renegade territory. See, there's like the hierarchy is like, man, we got all these rules and you got to follow these rules. And they don't like the renegades because the renegades are like, man, fuck your rules. Shit, I died free and I'm gonna undie free. And they're like dicks about it, man. Anyway, listen,
I don't think undie is a word.
I got like shit to do and stuff. I gotta get more news for the people around here. So yeah, the burning. Watch out for those guys. Number 2, the hierarchy's about to fuck this place up, man. I got word that they're about to come sweep through here. You can ask around. My information's reliable. Lastly, if you guys need anything while you're down here, check out the Merchants Guild, man. Jomo's good people. He'll hook it up. By the way, stuff is made out of people down here. Anyway,
That's pretty fucked up, Cryer.
later, dudes. And he'll just sort of like disappear into the distance. And you are
What
left.
if we need your help?
Did he
Dude,
tell
I'm
us where
not your
the fucking
mom.
Merchants Guild was?
It wouldn't be terribly difficult to find, presumably.
He's like, go to this place. Where? All right, so what do we want to do, boys?
I'm getting the feeling we should arm ourselves somehow.
But we're already dead.
I feel so naked without my blade.
Did you
Probably
study
because
the
I'm
blade?
partially naked.
Okay, so here's how it works. When you, I guess, are reborn into the Shadowlands, when your corpus transfers over, you reform it based on the way you think you would look. So your clothes are part of your corpus, your you can actually look subtly different or completely different than you did in life based on the way you see yourself. It's entirely up to you. So if you want to just appear naked,
Oh,
you can.
And naked Rocky Balboa. Just kidding.
with the speech impediment.
Yeah, perfect.
No,
Like,
you're Sylvester Stallone, right? But you're Sylvester Stallone from that porn he made.
Ah.
No, you're Sylvester Stallone as Rambo in Rocky.
Versus Predator.
So where's this Merchants Guild? I'm gonna head there.
Okay, so you start asking around, right? And the people are pretty happy to talk to you, and they'll badger you with the same kind of questions that, well, I guess not questions so much, but they'll sort of badger you about, hey, how was it? How'd you get here? You didn't run into the burning, did you? So eventually, they tell you that the Merchants Guild sets up shop in a store called the Urban Primitive, and you might know that store, Francis, because this is not necessarily imports, but like pieces of art with like an ethnic flair, if you will, or sort of a neo-bohemian kind of thing. They cater to sort of that style and that sense of decor.
I think you're talking about beatniks.
That's not what I intend to. I'm talking like African statues and masks and stuff of that nature.
All right, well, I'm heading there.
I need a weapon.
We do, in fact, need weapons.
All right.
Are we all
Because
going together?
we're in Atlanta. Everyone has something. We need something.
Adam, are you
I do.
following?
Because yeah, I'll follow. Yeah.
I do have 2 artifact backgrounds. How do?
So they probably crossed the shroud with you, I believe, if my understanding of the fluff is proper.
Cool, my soul blade came with me.
Soul Edge?
Presumably, it is a manifestation of your own sword. Or it would be, rather.
It's a 5-dot artifact, so I think that's pretty damn good.
Yeah.
Now, I don't know what that translates to in terms of how hard it hurt. Well, whatever.
I also don't know.
We'll figure it out when the time comes.
Okay.
So, you guys make your way towards the Urban Primitive.
The
It's a
hood?
bit- No, it's in the general neighborhood of sort of like Euclid Avenue, and I forget what the other one was. Starts with a C. Anyway, you guys make it towards the Urban Primitive, and as you approach, there is this woman sort of walking out, incredibly curvaceous, almost exaggeratedly so. Dark raven hair hangs down her head. Can't be older than maybe 25, 26. With this sort of bloodied scarf wrapped around her neck. And she sort of appraises you up and down. Well, hello, loves. Haven't seen any new faces around here lately.
Plenty of good-looking faces, at least mine.
We don't know if anybody has self-esteem issues and made themselves ugly.
Adam.
Well, Rocky Balboa.
So made himself.
You just look like Sylvester Stallone.
Yeah.
Well, how does she respond?
Well, I do tend to agree there, sir. I'm sorry, I'm flipping between like a southern accent and an English accent, and her bio is very confused. She'll sort of extend, I'm just going to drop the accents. She'll sort of extend a hand delicately into yours. Holly Underwood, loves, and it's a pleasure to make your acquaintance. And it sort of like gives you a wink.
I'll go ahead and kiss her hand. We don't
I
have to
don't,
roll.
I don't want ghost cooties.
Ghost STDs. That's kidding.
I'd hate to
Your
break this
TDs,
one, to you,
Adam?
man, but your wiles will not work on this one. He is A fruit.
Uh, that's one way to put it, I guess. Is Francis gay or bi?
He's bi.
Okay.
Oh,
Oh,
He'll kind of
I
just kind of
don't
look
think
at
that's
him.
what I said.
So how does Francis respond to that?
Well, you could say that this one enjoys the pleasures wherever he can take it, sir. He'll say to Mr. Clive.
I don't understand.
You see, Clive,
You'll
when a
have to-
man and woman love each other. Sorry, go
but
ahead.
the man also likes other men.
It's just Buck. You'll have to excuse my compatriots. They are of slow adjustment to this.
It's quite all right, darling. You're not the first that I've seen around these parts, and won't be the last. Please, if there's anything that I can do for you, anything at all, and she'll sort of like lick her bottom lip just ever so slightly with the tip of her tongue.
That last bit of flair was completely unnecessary. However, we are looking for the Merchants Guild.
They're right behind me, sugar.
I will walk in.
Leaving so soon?
We've got a job to do. I think. I don't know. We just kind of popped up in here. I'm sure there'll be somebody with an exclamation mark above their head when we walk in. So
I do understand, sweetness. There's not enough hours in eternity. Well, I will see you again. And she'll sort of give you a wink and disappear into the alleyways.
I'll kind of look at my group as like, was that meant to be threatening or was it meant to be like inviting?
either way, don't
believe
trust her.
What is called a whore.
She's a lady of the night. Of the dead.
What did I say?
Lady of the death, then?
Walking into the Merchants Guild, my man.
Okay. So,
Yep.
so you guys breach the threshold. And you can't quite put a finger on it. But there's just this really weird feeling of being watched once you step inside. And the store is very neat and clean, even from the Shadowlands. There's lots of African motif prints and sculptures tastefully arranged around different kinds of displays. You can actually see that some of the sculptures actually exist in the Shadowlands with you, rather than being on the other side of the shroud. So this shop actually has like its own ghost sculptures that were presumably made here.
Bitchin'. Also, they're probably made out of people.
Do you care to inspect them?
Yeah, I'll take a look.
Okay. As you get close, give me perception awareness or alertness, your choice. Apparently, I never give Tom that option. So.
So you will give it to me.
Jojen, you, I have both this time. You can't stop me. No way, I lied to you. I only have one.
Which one?
No way, I lied to you again. I do have both. I was looking at athletics. But
Would
I
you?
have one less.
You know what, Tom? I'll allow you to roll it too, just because I feel bad that apparently that happens to you.
Which one am I rolling?
Your choice.
Well, sure.
Roll on both, Tom.
Two
Yep.
successes.
Div 6?
Yeah.
1.
Okay. So, as you sort of get closer to the displays, you could swear for a second that you hear them talking. And then after a bit, you realize it's actually not the displays or the sculptures at all. There are voices that seem to be coming from a back room somewhere. And they seem to be, you can't quite make out what they're saying just yet, but they seem to be having an argument with each other. But as you walk by one of the statues, it is actually moaning nigh imperceptibly.
I'm going to assume the bad kind of moaning.
Yeah, he doesn't sound like he's having fun.
I'm going to try to get a closer listen to that argument going on.
Okay. So you can sort of get closer to the back and you see that there's a door. that's sort of cracked, and there's two voices sort of battling, and one has a very heavy sort of African accent to him, which I'm not going to attempt to emulate, so you can use your
You
imagination.
haven't seen Black Panther?
I have not actually. I hear it's
Oh.
pretty fantastic.
Xavier, would you like to give it a shot?
I'm not gonna do it just because I don't like the implication of what might happen.
What might happen?
Just social justice backlash for attempting an accent.
I don't care.
You get more views that way, Josh. It's
Fucking, what's your favorite line from the movie? The prince will now have the strength of the Black Panther stripped away.
Can you move your card back a little bit because whenever you adjust, because it's really far up.
Can you do it, Sam?
You
Sorry
good,
about
Adam?
that. Yeah,
You sure, Adam?
I'm good for now. I think. Yeah.
We don't want to interrupt anything now.
We'll just edit that out and post. Don't worry about it. It's good.
There was no editing. That's the whole point of this.
I know. We'll edit while we'll edit while we're live.
Okay. What's the best way to attempt an African accent without being offensive?
Yeah.
There's
No.
Okay.
just do African. Okay, wait. What region of Africa?
It doesn't specify. So
you
the
do South-
African
That's right.
accent.
Well, you can do South Africa. We're just like kind of British.
Yeah, South African's British. Western Africa is where what people usually think of when they think of an African accent.
He did spend time in Haiti, so I guess I could do French. But as I've proved several times with Louis Fortier, I can't do French. Okay. So the more African Haitian accent says, "The burnings, they must be stopped. We must bring them to justice. We cannot allow these people to rape little 5 Points any longer." And
Oh,
the Southern act, what?
nothing.
Fuck it. I'm in for a penny, in for a pound. And the sort of more Southern inflected voice says, "Ain't no goddamn burning. This the hierarchy all over again. They've tried to fuck up little 5 Points before. They're doing it again, and this is just the latest in a long string of manipulations to turn us against each other." Back and forth, bicker, bicker, bicker. That sort of continues on.
Is there like a bell I can ring, or can I just like poke a statue and it'll moan a little louder?
That is the bell.
You don't see a bell, no. If you were of a mind to, you could just sort of walk back there.
I'm just gonna walk back there then and just kind of lean on a doorpost. You all have customers.
All right, and sort of the African Haitian man sort of like turns and notices you first.
Francis Dumas, the pleasure is yours.
"What is your business here, Mr. Dumas?"
I was told this is a place where I'm able to find armaments of which to defend myself from these people apparently trying to rend my soul.
So the other man that he was arguing with, which sort of looks like a darker skinned mixed race buff Owen Wilson. That's
Wow, that's a descriptor.
that's what the description sounds like to me. Broken nose and all. Anyway, so he sort of turns and says,
You gotta throw in more wows.
"More wows." I thought of just giving him a straight up Owen Wilson voice, but I don't trust myself to do that one any better than any of the others.
Wow.
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 He'll sort of snuff and go, "So what do you know about these burning people that are out to rend your soul?"
Just apparently what everybody else seems to know. The rumors going around, and I don't quite give a damn whether it's the burning or the hierarchy. I don't quite fancy myself being tool for others.
Well, you come to the right place, Mr. Dumas, as you can see, and he'll sort of gesture to the walls around him, and they are just covered in soul-forged shit. All kinds of weapons, and I don't particularly know if pistols are a thing down here, because it seems like most wraiths just tend to use swords, spears, and whatnot. But you can see there's all sorts of artifacts and whatnot just draped hanging from the walls. And
What's the point of having firearms?
Well, the living.
the living don't come here, Adam.
Whenever we go to the world of the living, we can just like hijack their body for the most part.
That
And
takes
some people can.
a lot of XP at this point.
That is a funny thought though. Just go to the world of the living with a floating gun.
Like
No, you possess the gun.
you're like.
This
And
gun
then
does
you take
kill
a
people.
knife. You become the gun knife.
Make them into.
Do they have any instruments?
Yeah, absolutely.
Any keyboards or guitars? Perhaps a guitar?
So I don't actually know the technological level of what they're able to forge out of stuff. It seems like it's pretty archaic. You might be able to find like an acoustic guitar or something. And if that's what you're looking for, yeah, we'll say that there's this really nice, sleek onyx black. Looks like very much like a very top of the line sort of guitar. The strings seem to glow with a silver gleam as if they're bathed in moonlight.
How much for that piece right there?
That ain't cheap, but I suppose if I'm going to give it to somebody, it might as well be somebody who knows what they're doing with it.
Oh, I know how to use it.
Do you actually have any of the currency of the Shadowlands?
No, not that I know of.
Oh yeah,
He
we need
doesn't-
money.
But he doesn't know that.
They have ghost money?
Yeah, it's also made out of people.
Yay.
Well, I'm assuming we're poor. I don't know if we did anything before
You can
this.
offer favors.
I'm gonna reach for my probably where my wallet would have been and probably realize it's not there.
Yeah, that
Guys, this is what happens when we skip the tutorial. Come on.
We're under level and don't have any equipment. Great.
Yep. We also don't have money.
While Josh is talking with Owen Wilson over here, can the other three of you guys please give me perception awareness, diff 9?
Aha, I knew it would happen. Diff 9.
Yes, sir.
Yo.
So Xavier botched.
Yep.
Adam did diddly dick.
Did I roll?
Yes, if you'd like.
Nice.
Hang on. So I have.
The chats together to make 10. Let's get it.
Nice.
We don't
So-
see anything.
Yeah, nobody sees anything.
Okay.
So, you were haggling, Josh.
Just gonna ask him if I can use it. Test it out first.
By all means. I think you will find that the quality is quite guaranteed.
I want to use Keening Level 2 Ballad.
Cool. The fuck does that do?
It basically allows me to manipulate his emotions. And apparently that's a big deal in the Shadowlands because race can't really feel that strongly sometimes.
Okay, you got it.
What is it? Manipulation plus keening.
Bless you.
Salute.
There you go. Huh.
7 at a diff 6.
Manipulation keening diff 8.
Diff 8, okay. That is 2 successes.
And you do have to pay 1 pathos for this.
How do we get pathos back once I use it?
You recharge it by basically your passions. So you have your passions, you have the emotion attached with that passion, and then you have the number. And when you experience that emotion attached to your passion or the passion itself, you make a roll. I forget exactly what the roll is, but I think it's the number of successes you get recharges that many points of pathos or something.
Okay. So if I do something prideful, which is one of my passions, I can roll my pride.
I guess so, sure.
Okay.
I probably. So, yeah, I read through these rules like about a month ago when we first made these characters, and I haven't remembered shit. So, let's see.
So I play a southern bluesy bit of song, kind of in the major blues scale, meant to inspire a bit more joy in somebody. And how would you put it?
Okay, I'm not as musically inclined as you, but how the fuck do you play blues to make somebody feel better?
It's the major blues instead of the minor blues. I'd have to grab an instrument to demonstrate.
Aha.
Or YouTube it, maybe.
Well, go on. We can wait.
Okay, so what is sort of how does the song go? You don't have to sing it, but just sort of tell me more about it.
Kind of just a slow little bit, and then it just kind of builds up in speed. Kind of say a song that's meant to emulate sunlight, considering I'm in a place that really doesn't feel like it has it. Something that feels like the hot Delta sun.
Interesting. Okay. So as you're playing, you sort of see him like tilt his head to the side, and he is just utterly enamored watching you play. My word, son, I don't believe I've seen anyone strum a guitar like that since I was back on the master's plantation.
Wait, what?
Sounds
He's
like
a
you've been
slave.
through some.
I
Okay,
got
he was
that,
a
but
slave, and now he's dead.
how often did they have guitars on the plantation back in those days?
The master
Well, some
probably did.
I was gonna say some people think that like minor blues, major blues influenced by African scales and music. I guess that could be a theoretical correlation between them.
After they were freed, of course, because they don't get to have fun.
Well, they still a song, but yeah.
Sounds like you had some hard times, my friend. Hope my song could lift your spirits a little.
Haven't we all? Willie Oddmore. And he sort of like thrusts a hand out towards you.
I will shake his hand.
This big stack of man over here, his name is Jomo. And he'll sort of like nod at you. I must say, son, it's been quite some time since I've had to introduce myself to somebody. How'd y'all escape the hierarchy? And Jomo, there is no hierarchy. The burning! And he just sort of like rolls his eyes at him.
How did we escape the hierarchy, guys?
You didn't even run into them.
Through our cunning and wits.
Your pure luck and chance.
Sorry, guys, we skipped the tutorial. We don't know what you're talking about.
Our steel and wits. We all come up with different answers.
Well,
Like Dex wits, like we use strength, craft.
Oh, well, people keep talking about this burning and this hierarchy, but can't say we met any of them on the way over.
Well, turns out Jomo and I have been trying to do a little digging into it ourselves. We know that other wraiths have been born, but they got reaped with some kind of insane speed. Something I ain't never seen before. And since we ain't seen heads or tails of them, we're guessing they got disposed of. But we don't know who's behind it.
I don't know how that's our problem.
We're the ones that escaped through it, so...
It's technically not your problem, but as newer wraiths, you are in danger. You can completely ignore it if you want. Take this fucker off the rails. God knows I'm used to it.
Atlanta's pretty shitty, guys. Let's go to New Orleans.
What's this investigation worth to y'all?
So y'all just got here, right?
That would be correct.
Shop does some pretty good business. I might see fit to throw y'all a bit of the currency we use down here. I'll even throw in that guitar for you.
I do like this guitar. Can't imagine I'm gonna find any other instruments around here. Well, at least on my part, it's a done deal. I can't speak for the rest of these compatriots of mine.
Oh, are you back in the room with us?
I
Oh,
thought we were all in the same room.
yeah, I thought you guys
Yeah.
went into the back.
Oh, because he said he went. He just like walked like behind, so I thought we were just hanging out until then.
I mean, you absolutely can if you want. If that's where you want to be, sure. I thought you guys were all in the back room.
Oh no, it's not my business.
Yeah.
I'm just perusing around.
But if they come out, then we can address them.
We don't want to be rude. Like employees only in the back. They walk in the back.
I'll call my compatriots into the back room. Tell them it seems these men have a proposition for us.
No.
I
Hear
will
it out.
explain to them the lay of the situation.
Okay. And Ardmore will say, "It's very kind of you to take us up on the offer, but truth be told, I don't know what kind of lead you'd have. Only person that supposedly has been around has been Effie, and we know it's not her."
Who's this Effie?
And at this point, Jomo sort of like puffs his chest out, and he sort of like takes this protective stance. "You leave Effie alone. That girl had nothing to do with any of this."
I'm sorry. We're conducting the investigation, so we'll be the judge of that.
Ardmore will sort of like, "They're new here, remember? Alright, listen. Effie's just a little girl. She's about 6 or 7, and, well, the fact that she's down here, I'll let you put 2 and 2 together. Wraiths around these parts are real protective of Effie. We try to make sure that, the hierarchy doesn't bother her, that opportunists don't try to get at her. So, when the name comes up, yes, she's been seen around, the murders that supposedly happened that didn't turn up any wraiths. But Effie wouldn't hurt a fly."
Maybe not her, but someone could be following her.
And then Jomo will snort again. "I tell you it is the burning. Why nobody listens to me, I do not know. Why don't you start by investigating those fucking cultists, starting with that bitch Holly?"
Barry?
I believe him in Holly Underwood. That woman we just met.
Yep.
What do you have against Holly?
Do you have like a little detective notepad? Like just ghost notepad?
It's one of
Ghost
his
pad.
fetters.
He brought it with him in his afterlife. It was that important.
"I've never trusted Holly. If there's anyone on this street that's a member of the burning, I'll bet anything it's her."
Well, since you said you don't trust her, I guess no one shall.
The way
So-
she said. All right.
If you can't tell if my character's sincere, then I'm doing it right.
How? What are we supposed to do even if we're faced with the burning?
"I don't care what happens to them personally, but I hope you never are."
That's fine. I would like some insurance though. as punching and kicking are not very good.
Exactly what are you asking for, my friend?
Protection? Something? Anything? I don't know if you know this, but
I've already heard
apparently
once.
my firearm skill is useless.
That is where my blade comes in as I start brandishing it.
Yo.
Not that kind of blade.
Actually, you know what? That is a good point. Why the fuck would there be a firearm skill if there's no guns down here?
Is it a spirit gun?
God damn it,
Yu
Adam.
Hakusho?
Yeah.
Man, one of us should have made Yusuke Urameshi.
It's that Japan. It's
No, that's the next April Fool's episode. Somebody's Yusuke, somebody's Kurabara.
I call being Hiei.
Oh damn.
Really, not Kurama?
No, I always liked Hiei more. He reminded me of Vegeta.
It was the
He
hair.
just
wasn't it?
Vegeta.
And
He
the
just
sad
Vegeta.
reality was
He just Vegeta with band-aids on his arm.
Kuwabara
I was a
with
friend
his
of your son.
lightsaber.
My son didn't have any friends.
That makes me King Yemma. Or the little baby.
You don't want to be the witch, the blue-haired woman?
Not
Or what's
Bulma.
the
What's her name?
There's also his teacher, the little short old lady.
Oh yeah. Or the two girl brothers. I don't know.
Anyway, that's enough Yu Yu Hakusho.
I
Back to the
have
business.
not discussed that fucking show in about 10 years. Good job.
I used to love that show. I've been wanting to get it on Blu-ray.
It did not age well.
So you get the Blu-ray. It looks a little bit better. It's
Oh boy.
Xavier,
Yes, sir.
would you please give to me a charisma?
Oh boy.
We can go with charisma, empathy. Yeah, that sounds about good, right?
Diff.
Standard 6.
Yeah.
So Ardmore, though Owen Wilson do. Alright, fair point. I guess if you're going to help us clean up this little mess, then can't exactly send you out empty-handed. We'll loan you some equipment so you can get the job done, and maybe you can keep them if you want, but it'll come out of your pay, assuming you can even find out what's going on with this.
Yes, we get the best equipment we can and we just leave.
you're like going on another adventure.
And for New Orleans.
Let's go find the what's it called, the deep shore, not the deep shore, the
Far Shore.
far shore,
The deep shores. Nah, I don't know about that.
That sounds like some weird Lovecraftian thing here.
No, Deep Shores was that thing we investigated in not Murder Hobos. The other one that we didn't finish.
DCC?
Yeah.
Agents?
Alright, so what's on the loan table?
These guys have conceivably whatever you want.
Okay.
So,
The atomic bombs.
I mean, probably within reason, they can give you a reasonable facsimile of a spirit forged. Probably like a major handgun, like a Colt or a Magnum.
You know what? I'm just gonna make my artifact a gun.
Did you? Oh, that's right. You didn't decide what it was before, did you?
Yeah.
Okay. Well, then that rendered that 20-minute session of role-playing.
I mean, for me, that's fine, but I don't know about everyone else.
I'm still taking the guitar with me. And any ghost pair of brass knuckles they have.
Sure.
I was gonna get some brass knuckles too.
All
Are
right.
you sure you don't want like something a little heavier than brass?
Like a kex or
Lead
cestus?
knuckles.
I mean, they're
I'll
gonna
get-
be.
I'll get-
They're
I'll get-
soul
I'll get
steel
10
regardless.
I'll get tungsten knuckles then.
Tungsten.
That would be very devastating.
I
Good
Just
shit,
pick
I guess.
the man-made elements, Einsteinium, or something like one of the stupid dense ones.
Yeah.
I do believe brass knuckles are strength +1.
Okay.
Is there anything like hit with dex or?
It's dex melee to hit, and then you're gonna roll strength
Okay.
+1 for damage.
Okay. Can I get a knife also?
Sure.
A knife? A knife?
A knife?
I mean, that's also going to be strength +1, but go for it.
But
So
he
I
can
get to-
throw it.
I'm sorry, it's
Yep.
dex brawl to hit somebody with a fist. My fucking bad. I swear I've played this game before. Well, not this game. I swear I've played White Wolf games before.
Now let's not lie to the audience.
Okay, in fairness, this is not my first Wraith of the Oblivion game.
Really?
Yeah.
When did you play before?
Colin and Cameron.
Really? I did
Yeah.
not know that. What happened with that?
I mean, it wasn't just Wraith, but that was a subsection.
Oh, that's when you did that major like crossover Monster Mash thing.
That was when they had their Wild West adventure.
Oh no, that wasn't when you played Demon with Dennis and he just
Oh, no, no,
constantly blew his torment.
No. All right.
As you guys are sort of like perusing and choosing your weapons, there's like this scuffling out of the corner of the room, and as you turn to look, this black cat leaps up the stack of boxes and out sort of one of those tiny little windows into the alleyway outside. And the two other Wraiths just sort of like look incredulously. Is that a fucking cat?
I have not seen an animal since I got here.
That's
Yeah.
a problem. That might not have been an animal.
There are no animals down here, son. And he sort of like scrambles to the window and looks out and tries to find something.
So this is the first one. What's the big deal? I remember seeing cats all the time.
Were you the crazy cat man?
He was been Adam West this whole time.
No one messes with Adam Wee.
Apparently, soul-forged guns are a thing, however. Bullets are typically in short supply. That's why most raids just stick with the melee weapons.
Thank you, Josh.
Ghost bullets?
Each
Spirit
one
gun?
has to be made out of a tiny person with a tiny soul.
So kids.
Oh,
Nah, you know I
sorry,
ruined
Effie, I need the ammo.
So every time there's like a school bus accident, somebody's got an AR-15 clip.
Like that's why
Well,
that's why there's school shootings now.
Just
no,
gonna be
never mind.
the main character from BioShock grabbing children and just get in my gun.
Tom, I think I know where you were going with that. That was funny, but I think you chose the better part of Valor on that one.
All right, so I don't think I need anything.
Is there like a ghost armor?
Thank you,
Ghost.
Tom,
Yeah.
for letting-
I want ghost full plate.
Yeah, I already have a helmet.
Well, after Tom sent me that text message I can't share with our viewers, now I know where all of Xavier's bullets came from.
That's where I thought he was going.
Ugh. Someone's gonna watch this and they're gonna be like, 1994 tragedies. Oh no, that's not what they meant, was it? Regrettably, it was, and we all laughed at it because we're terrible people.
I opted to stay silent. It was Josh that said it now.
You monster.
Now they can Google it.
Again, this is Atlanta in the 90s. Even before the 3 months, I'm sure there was plenty of ammo.
But the Bernie's taking it all. That's what they're doing. They're stocking up on weapons.
They might be. All right,
Who knows?
so let's blow this popsicle stand. And let's get to figuring out what's going on so we can either stay or get the hell out of here.
So what do you
Atlanta, that is.
what do you do now, friends?
Leave.
We're probably gonna need to look for Effie.
Oh, yeah.
Much of that guy's chagrin.
Unless you want to split up, half of us look for Effie, half of us look for Holly.
Let's
Or we can find Holly and ask her to help us find Effie.
Why the hell not?
Now, if it turns out they're the same person.
That would be exceptionally fucked up. I'm actually surprised it didn't make it into like a Black Dog supplement at some point.
Black Dog.
The slut and the little girl are the same person.
Well, there's a power that makes you change like appearance though. So maybe.
Yeah. Yeah, there is.
Adam, you're a monster.
Aren't we all?
Well, moving on from Adam's tendencies.
Moving on from the lolicon. So yeah, what's the plan?
Can't just out a man on the internet like that.
I
Yeah.
don't know. What are we gonna do, boys?
I say we look
We're
for
gonna
Effie
walk
first.
out until an event pops up.
Or follow
Well,
the cat.
I'm gonna
Oh.
ask the. That is true. The cat's kind of weird.
But that's bad luck.
You don't know. We're already dead. What else can we do?
No, my vote's looking for Effie.
All right, let's look for Effie.
All right, all four of you.
Yeah, well, I'm gonna. Who
Yeah,
knew?
sure.
Jomo or Willie? Which one of them knew where Effie was?
Potentially either. Effie is kind of a what's the word, local figure around here.
I'm gonna ask them if either one of them knows where she is.
That is going to take some sort of persuasion on your part. So do you want to do a charisma empathy? Do you want to do like a manipulation subterfuge? How are you trying
I'll
to get
go-
this information?
I'll go with charisma empathy, telling them that if they really want to protect her, and somebody weird is stalking her and murdering the people while she's around, then really it's in their best interest for us to find her and try to help her.
Roll it.
That is 6 at a d6. That is 2 successes, and that 10 should cancel out the 1, so 3.
All right. So Ardmore sort of crosses his arms, and he nods as you're speaking, and you can see that what you're saying is sinking in. But he says, "No, wait, just a minute here. We just armed y'all, and now you're asking where to find Effie, and talking about protecting her. You just showed up through the door. How do we know we can trust you? How do we know you're not hierarchy yourselves?"
Well,
Because I told you we
them.
skipped the tutorial. We're not part of any faction right now.
Well, what kind of sign of good faith are you looking for here?
And I acquired no equipment from you.
That is a nebulous question. However, with your keening, you did improve his attitude significantly, and you did get 3 successes. So he just sort of like looks you in the eyes, right? Like looks you deep in the pit of your soul, and he says, You're really looking to help Effie?
No.
Josh, this is on you.
Like,
Black, well, be honest, I wasn't much the maternal or paternal type when I was alive, but, well, it'd be a little fucked up of me not to help a 7-year-old in this fucked up place.
All right. Effie tends to bed down at the Blue Crystal. It's a new age shop down the street. But listen, don't bother that little girl too much. She's been through enough.
Are there any soft points I should possibly be avoiding in conversation?
Her parents.
for death.
Just grab the little girl, shake her. How did you die?
Where is she?
Where's her?
We don't exactly know how Effie went, but I can tell you that she does not like adults.
I'm sorry, Adam. You're gonna have to not be part of this when we talk to her.
Wait.
Ugh.
But I'll find the cat by myself. Hope it's a cat girl. I was kidding.
Yes, Adam, as a man of culture, is into the Neko memes. Doesn't
All
like
right.
adults.
So, let's go get Iffy.
Okay, so you guys leave the store and begin heading towards the Blue Crystal. And as you're leaving and walking down the street, can I get one more perception roll from everybody? Perception, awareness.
Awareness.
Diff?
No.
We'll call it a standard 6.
I have 1 success.
I have
Oh,
one
minus
success
1.
as well.
No, I botched.
I botched. No, I botched. That's a -1.
Okay,
I got
Xavier.
2 successes? Yeah.
So I'm actually going to give you a little bit of power here, Xavier.
Oh no, I didn't botch. I just didn't succeed.
Okay.
I did botch.
So I guess you're busy strumming your guitar. Xavier doesn't notice anything. Tom and
I see
Adam.
Yep.
As you're walking down, there's actually, like, you can kind of see the other side of the shroud, right? It appears murky, almost ghost-like in its own right. And there appears to be some kind of commotion going on. And you can see, like, a random passerby just turn, look over their shoulder, and start running.
I mean, I don't know why I would find that suspicious exactly.
Well, if
So
you,
Lana, let's get.
as you guys are observing the view, you can see that this woman is actually being chased by a homeless man, and he's got daisies in his hand, but they're clenched. They're being crushed in his fist, and he's brandishing them almost like a weapon. And he turns and snarls at passersby and goes and chases and chases. And then suddenly he stumbles into the middle of Euclid Avenue in front of oncoming traffic. And as a car speeds towards him and screeches the brakes all too late, at the very last minute, from the homeless man's body before he is run over, pops Holly Underwood. And the homeless man is mowed down, and you can see the Wraith almost literally fall from the mangled corpse, still wrapped in its caul. Holly sort of scratches with her nails, and there's this rent to the most perfect darkness you have ever seen in your life. It's sort of torn into reality. And she shoves the newbound called Wraith in through it and follow suit, and the rift sort of.
Like, good, at a boy, at a girl Underwood, getting care of the homeless problem. Just kidding, no.
Dude!
Just kidding. Just kidding.
You went too far.
Okay, Adam,
Damn,
I
Adam.
can't defend you from that.
Yeah.
That's on you.
I just had to diverge the attention from the previous comment Xavier made.
I called you a pedophile, not a fucking bourgeoisie whore hater.
Can we get more bourgeoisie fucking comedy on the channel?
So are we gonna go see Underwood then? Underwood?
No, I think we should let that one fucking hang for a minute.
Okay.
I mean, didn't she go through the dankness?
That is what
Because-
you saw.
Well, I didn't see anything.
Neither did I.
Yeah.
I will point out that the Holly whore just absconded with that homeless culling.
Just kind of like
Culling.
stop the guitar and kind of look at him. What in the hell are you talking about?
The whore you spoke of, or spoke to.
Holly the whore. Yes.
You are a little too comfortable consistently calling her that, but go on.
Well, is that not what she is?
It's
I
true.
don't know if you can do that down here.
Can you whore yourself up for ghost dollars? Spook bucks?
Well, it's called ectoplasmage.
I do believe it is possible. Yes. You guys have seen Ghostbusters.
Well, my knowledge of Ghost Society mostly comes from Danny Phantom.
So you can whore yourself out. You remember that rocker and the teacher?
Amber?
Sure.
Which teacher?
The one with the red suit.
Oh, yeah, I remember.
Spectra. Okay.
I'm pretty sure she was a whore.
Very sure. I'm very sure she committed crimes.
Dude, Danny Phantom was fucking awesome. I missed that show.
Yeah.
Melinda and I just watched it recently on Hulu, I think it was.
You're gonna have to explain it a bit better to me, Mr. Clive. I did not see what you saw.
The whore opened up a hole.
And
yeah,
absconded with the homeless man.
yeah.
Are you lying that a homeless man was just born into here?
He was born homeless. He didn't have a choice.
Well,
That's
you're
just the way
born-
he is.
She used to be homeless. Come on.
Is that what you were trying to tell me?
Yeah. I think you've confused me.
Either way, let's go find Effie.
Well, we're gonna have to look into that at some point, I suppose. Let's go find the little girl. So we're just gonna ignore that plot hook for now. We're gonna put it
How do
away
we
in the
follow
plot
it?
hook stack. I'm sure we could ask somebody where Holly lives.
She's a
anyways.
lady of the night. The streets are her home.
The back
What?
alleys.
I believe we're still heading to the Blue Crystal.
Okay. So you get to the Blue Crystal, and it's a 90s new age shop, and there's fucking, I don't know, Sublime posters on the walls, and the whole place smells of incense. Much
Books.
like the urban primitive, there are items that are on this side of the shroud. Big, fat, black relic taper candles. They're melted and sit burned out all over the shop. And any light inside is very dim at best. And as you enter the store, something just seems very wrong. You can't quite put it, but there's just this intangible sense of just something not being right. Just grabbing the back of your neck and not letting go.
All right, guys, let's go.
Like,
This place is giving me the heebie-jeebies.
Zoinks, guys.
Well, excuse me, is there anybody home?
I hope there's no ghosts here.
As you sort of, I suppose, open the door and ask that within, you don't. There is no response.
Is it as dead as the corpse?
God damn it. It's just a corpse.
Yep.
Move along.
I move along.
Hmm.
I will try to open the door.
Yeah, door opens.
We don't have to burn the place down this time? Okay.
Charlie has learned that folly. Never lock doors.
Like we were the burning the whole time.
We are the burning. I was Revan all along.
Spoilers.
God damn it. Alright. I guess we'll just walk on in.
Revan will be canon someday.
All right. You enter the New Age shop. What do you do?
Look around.
Okay. As you poke around the shop a little bit, you move further and further towards the back, and that sense of wrongness that I mentioned tends to intensify. To the point where you're pretty sure that whatever it is coming from the back room.
Let's go check out the back.
Is it like a little bell on a counter?
Sure.
I'll ring it.
You ring it.
And I'll take it.
It kind of echoes hollowly for a bit, but nothing else happens.
I'll keep ringing it.
Bing bong, bring it on. A whole bunch of nothing.
I'm following the detective.
I'm
Okay.
still ringing the bell.
So, you guys make it to the back room, and it's a normal storeroom, sort of this long rectangular room piled high with boxes, and there's this big empty space in the center.
Mhm.
And it's just a storeroom. You can't put, but it's just the worst kind of heebie-jeebies. Like, it just feels awful back here. You are not comfortable. It's like every negative emotion just being pumped right down your throat.
I'm gonna go ahead and try opening a box.
Okay.
What's in the box?
Is it Brad Pitt's wife said?
Spoilers.
You open the box, and it is a case of patchouli incense.
Buck, you get that fucked up feeling back here too?
Oh, yeah. I don't like the idea of a little girl hanging around this. Ah.
Oh.
Here I am.
Are we good?
Yes, now again.
Well, I think Josh is. There's Josh.
Shit. Oh, there I am.
Cool. Welcome back.
Did I blank out for a bit?
Yeah.
Okay.
I think she did for me. I don't know for everyone else.
To me, it was the opposite way where everybody just stopped for some reason.
Oh.
I still do not have Adam back.
I've got
Yeah.
Adam.
No, just as well.
Adam, can you hear everybody?
I hear everybody, yeah.
Okay. Cool.
All right.
So, what to do, friends?
There's no way to kind of tell where that source of dread is coming from.
It just seems to suffuse the room. There's nothing particularly out of place. It just feels bad back here.
Just start trashing the joint.
Is there any ghost dollars back
I'm
here?
gonna
start
Are
calling
there,
out
are there ghost dollars? Are there any other rooms?
I believe the ghost currency is called the euro.
Well,
Whatever the Greeks used, or Greece used.
Well, Miles and Francis are in the back room. What are you two doing in I guess the main storeroom?
I told you, I'm ringing the bell.
Just
I am waiting
constantly?
for- Yeah.
Yeah.
How about you, Adam?
Sucking dick for money.
That wouldn't be new.
For this character, it would.
I don't know your character that well.
You
On second thought, I actually do know your character that well. I know your shadow.
You want to suck a dick for money?
No, that'd be cheating.
No,
on
Shadow, no.
Yeah.
Suddenly, as you guys are sort of like poking around the front, you hear the entrance bell jingle.
Do I hear it over my bell?
Yeah.
It is a different pitch.
Well, you guys, hold on. You use the ones by the spare keys by the Dutch thing.
Xavier, you're being disruptive. Stop looking at your phone.
God damn it.
Okay.
Hey man, I'm looking up all these things that I can do.
Pause the stream.
Yep. Yeah, more interruptions, hopefully. This time, just leave it on the. Yeah. Just leave it on the table. Where I usually leave this stuff at.
You guys enjoying this little window into Adam?
It's an intermission, guys.
I don't see enough
Your
wall
on-air light
scrolls.
on. Now everybody knows what his room looks like.
It's a mess, Adam. A mess.
I mean, I was trying to set up a better background for myself instead of this hoarder's hell I've got going on, but
I'm back. Can you hear me now?
yes.
Yeah.
Or did you hear me before? I don't know.
Yes. We heard everything, Adam. Everything.
You saw everything? No.
We saw your hug pillow. When's the last time you washed it?
You don't wash hug pillows, Chad. That's kidding.
You get them nice and crusty so they can stand up by themselves.
Yeah.
It's like seasoning a cast iron skillet.
Anyway.
The entrance bell jingles.
And cut.
and scene. It's kidding.
And if you wish, you two in the back room will hear the bell go off.
Bong, 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 bing, bong, bong.
Yeah, there's like a weird little jingle for a second over this. Well, I guess it's like one of these bells, right? Like ting 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 ting. I don't know. You know what? Let's make it sporting. Perception. Perception, alertness, diff 8. For the two guys in the back room.
Oh, for us?
I think we can use charisma medicine for this.
Perception alertness,
Yes.
diff 8.
Yes.
I have 1 success.
How are you? Are you pushing the button like you're button mashing though?
No, it's just like
It's just a constant.
bing, bing.
I too have 1 success.
All right. So you hear the jingle. And from behind the two of you in the front room, you sort of hear like this very meek, "What are you doing in my house?"
Like,
I am summoning the shopkeep.
And you sort of see this little girl, blonde pigtails dress, and she sort of does that thing that little kids do where they pout a little bit and they look at you over their eyebrows.
We are searching for Effie. Have you seen her?
You two guys in the front, I need a perception awareness diff 9.
This girl is indeed Effie.
How does she respond to my question?
I'm waiting for the dice roll.
Oh, I'm sorry. I was not paying attention.
You or your character?
Yes.
You got one success.
I'm method acting, thank you.
Tom, do you care to roll?
No.
Okay. Then, Adam, or John Titus, you are the only one that sees a small, shin-high little darkness seem to creep into the room at Effie's feet. And she sort of says, I'm Effie, what do you want? What are you guys in the back room doing?
Do we know somebody came in?
You heard the entrance bell.
I'm
Oh.
gonna head back to the jungle.
Yeah.
Chaz, can I use
I'll
like
approach
one of my abilities called shape sense?
What does it do?
Like it's can detect
punch
whether or not another wraith has been like pretty much like transformed into another person.
You absolutely may use that. What is your target?
The Effie.
The
So,
Effie. This
perception-
Effie.
Yeah. It's
What's,
perception.
What Arcanoi is that?
The one molliate.
Obtenebration? Vicissitude?
It's on page 150. If that helps.
Aha. Okay.
Shape sense.
You're gonna roll Perception Moliate then. Difficulty equal to the original Shaper's Dexterity Moliate. Oh, I need to provide that, don't I?
Yep. Okay.
Dex. So you're looking at a diff 3, buddy.
Okay.
Can you do it, Adam?
I got 5 dice. We'll see.
But,
Got 4 successes. Yeah. No, I got 4 successes. I see her for what she is.
Okay. Effie has not been moliated, no.
Anyways, I approach her and kind of like hoist her up and saying, "You have the answers."
What do you mean hoist her up?
Like kind of like
Uppy.
by the uppy.
Lion King. Like,
At this point, she starts like kicking. No, put me down. Let me go. And she starts like actually like screaming loud to the point where it's probably going to be heard outside.
Like, it wasn't me. It wasn't me. Yeah.
I'm just gonna kind of push his arms down like.
Hey, you haven't had children, have you?
No, I died too young.
Is your character like 60?
I died too young to have children.
Shot blinks on my knife.
X and Josh, I'll give you the Perception Awareness Diff 9 roll now too.
Oh boy. Perception awareness, diff 9.
I got
Everybody-
1 success.
Everybody gets 1 except for Josh.
I get none.
None.
Yeah.
You can see the shadows shift a little bit, little tiny area down near the floor somewhere.
I guess I'll try to make the roll at this point too. What was the diff? And roll.
Perception Awareness 9.
Oof. 3.
Holy shit, Tom!
You see the darkness.
Yeah, you actually see the cat skulking around the shadows, watching you. And it looks, not scared as a cat normally would probably be around strangers it didn't know. It looks more ready, as if it's waiting for an opportunity to bolt.
Francis,
You're talking to me?
is that not your name?
That is indeed my name.
Then I am talking to you.
You can also call me sir.
I believe I found the cat you people seem to be all up and arms about.
And
Now,
as
like
you
the
as
cat.
you say that, the thing just its eyes go wide, its ears perk, and just takes on this like, oh shit.
So shoot, go back.
Hmm.
Effie,
Is
are
there
you friends
anything
with the
that-
cat?
What now?
The cat.
Oh no, I didn't hear what you said.
Oh, I said, Effie, are you friends with the cat?
That's Jack, my kitty.
I'll take that as a yes.
You named your kitty Jack?
Or was the cat already named Jack?
I
The
don't
cat is
remember.
black.
Nickname's always been Jack.
Where did you meet Jack? How long have you known him?
And
I
what's in the
don't.
boxes?
I don't remember. What do you want? Why are you here?
We're here to
She
keep you
doesn't
safe.
remember, does she? Well then. I
One of
will
them
use
faulty-
Fatalism 3 on her.
Fatalism 3?
That looks. That
He banishes her into the shadow realm.
does.
Chaz, is there anything that Adam does when he does Moliate that makes it obvious he's using like an Arcanoi?
I don't know. You tell me, Adam.
He takes his pants off.
No.
To me, he was using shape sense, right? So to me, it'd be more like a musician listening to a song to figure out what key it was played in or something. I imagine more he would notice the hallmarks of Moliate and not actually do some fucking juju and his eyes glow or something.
Me showing on chest.
Let me
God.
read your mind.
Adam, you have no off switch. You are out of control.
Adam
just
will
gonna kind
not
of-
tolerate this.
Level of Weber.
We talked about you hugging her for like a good 2 minutes. It's a...
I'm gonna point at the cat and be like, anybody else sent something fucking weird about that cat?
Nay.
And it just sort of like looks around and its ears go back, and now it kind of looks like a scared cat. Kind of. Something's still not quite right about it.
Oh man, I don't have animal kin. I'm gonna kind of call the cat over like,
It sort of,
Come here, pussycat.
it sort of hisses at you.
Give me the pussy. Mouse.
mouse. I don't want to use that ability again just yet. I can't do what Adam does. I can't sense if the cat's some sort of... My assumption is the cat is a shape-shifted person. However, I have no in-game means of proving that.
I mean, you could ask Adam to shape sense it, but you know, whatever. Fuck Adam. Let's just shit on him and call him a weed.
Well, no, I feel like if I just got here into the shroud, I don't know that Adam can quite do that yet.
Fair. Okay, that's fair.
Did you guys lose my forces? That's what I like see past the cat? Did this up before? Or not really? We'd have to check it again.
You would have to roll again.
I wish I knew what my backgrounds did.
This one's a diff 10, buddy.
It's okay,
Why?
I'll try it.
Well, metagaming speaking, that means that's a transformed person.
My suspicion is right. You can't hide anything from me, 1990s White Wolf.
But there's no diff 10 though, Chaz.
There is, technically.
No, he means in the.
There's no in the thing.
Oh wow, I
micro?
fucked that up.
Like, I can't roll
I have to knock
it.
that down to a 9 now.
I'll give it 2 out of 9. Fuck it.
Botch.
I got 0.
Oh my
yeah.
god. No successes.
I don't see that. Yeah. The roll of the dice fails me.
It looks like a cat to you.
It looks like a cat girl to you. Yeah.
Alright. My phone fell on the floor.
So who's gonna start interrogating this child?
Well, I think Xavier's about to do it. He's trying to use an Arcanoi.
Yeah.
He is, after all, the closest thing to authority during his time alive.
What's the subject's willpower?
What's the subject?
Effie?
Yeah.
7.
I'm just assuming this girl looks like a tiny Fire Emblem character.
You think he looks like Effie
Yeah.
in the armor and everything?
Why is this tiny girl wearing so much armor?
I got 1 success.
And what are you doing?
I'm gonna go up to her. Hold her hands, but I'm gonna get on her level, kneeling down. And I'm gonna do some palm reading. And I'm going to look. Well, I ask you where she found the cat.
All right. The cat has been with her about as long as she's been in the Shadowlands.
Okay.
Actually, hang on. I am absolutely wrong.
It's quite the opposite, actually.
It absolutely is. I missed this part. She has only befriended the cat lately. We'll say it found her one day in an alley and seemed to be very familiar with her already.
Okay. And I'll just say, it's okay, Effie. We're here to help.
No, I don't like you. I don't know you. Get out of my house. And she'll pull her hands away.
Okay.
I'm also going to kind of get down on her level and be like, now, Effie, we've been told there's a lot of people disappearing around you. We're afraid somebody might be following you and doing something nasty. Well, we don't want that happening to you now, do we?
That sounds like a threat.
It is a threat.
Yeah. Hey, you gotta look here. You see.
Like, alright, listen here, you little shit.
Yeah.
I know you're lying to me.
Hi.
Where's the Joker?
Where's Harvey?
Pen and stairs.
Oh man, there has to be some kind of pen and stare ability. Now we know what we can do. Next time when we do this for April Fools, one of us is Yusuke, one of us is Ghost Rider, one of us is the Crow.
Constantine?
Constantine. He wouldn't be, he's immortal.
Yeah, he's
I
a
feel like
hunter. He's an imbued.
I guess that would be true.
So,
I was thinking more of a mage for some reason.
at this point, the cat begins strutting forward. And it says, now, gentlemen, there's no reason to torment this little girl any further, is there?
I fucking knew you were a person.
Fuck you, you
I
cat.
draw my blade.
Yeah, it speaks!
It's a demon!
Like cat person.
I don't know about that.
I can't say I admit to being much of a person anymore these days. Can any of us?
Don't get fucking philosophical with me. I just got here. I'm still full of my human bullshit right now.
Very well
Continue.
then, gentlemen. I see you don't wish to mince words.
No.
Like
My mother
Glenn, we
once
stand
told
out
me
as a
don't work
mirror.
with talking cats.
My uncle tucked his dog once.
Oh, hey, Cool Imp is
Then
in
he
the chat.
fucked it.
Sorry about that, Cool Imp. I was into the game, did not see you right away. How you doing, buddy? And it is quite nice to see you live as well, too.
Now you can watch all our fuck ups.
Yeah, I can't edit this.
We have a viewer.
I think
Oh god, now I'm getting nervous. Everyone, don't fuck up anymore.
Performance
Ever again.
anxiety.
I think we had a viewer once before and they fucked off.
That's understandable. We're terrible.
I looked over and
Yeah.
it was like at 2 or 3.
Like they're not actually dead.
Fucking. These guys aren't actually dead.
Cool Imp says, now my attempts at smartass comments will be seen quicker. That depends on me, I suppose. I'll do my best.
Because we can't see what we're doing.
Gentlemen, very well then. What do you wish to know? I'll be happy to tell you everything.
Why are you a cat?
It is strange you being a cat.
Since everyone is suspicious of a cat here in this land, why would you go with the most suspicious creature?
It helps to relax the poor girl. She's terribly excitable, and I'm afraid when she gets a bit too worked up, her, shall we say, scars can become quite a bit more visible.
Scars being...
The story of how she got here is not a pleasant one.
Fine, if you won't tell me, I'll figure it out.
Google, tell me it's a.
Read his mind. Do paw reading.
Do I have cell service down here? Just kidding.
It's the 90s, Adam. You probably don't have a cell phone.
You know, it's the old school flip phones, or even the
No, dude,
brick.
the fucking bricks to the face.
Yeah.
They probably gave people cancer.
Much like our phones today.
Mm-hmm.
Look at that. Look at Xavier getting cancer right now.
But he's getting immune to cancer as
I'm gonna
well.
ask
The
the
more
cat
you
what its name is.
Well, I believe Effie introduced me quite functionally previously. You may call me Jack.
Real quick.
Why are you suspicious?
How important is Effie to the plot?
How important?
Mm-hmm.
I don't think that's a question you get to ask me with that shit.
No, yeah, straight up.
Really?
Player rolls perception plus fatalism, thereby determining how vital something is to the overall scheme of things.
Well, shit. Okay, you got me there.
Fucking owned.
Exceedingly.
Ugh. All right, we have to talk to this little girl and the cat.
I was the cat all along.
Well, I'm gonna talk to Jack the cat and be like, it seems as though Effie, whether willingly or not, seems to be involved with the disappearance of our kind recently.
Are you tied to that?
We want to know why. Not implying she has any sort of guilt or cause, just that. Well, dots seem to be connecting around her.
Cool Imp says, fuck fate and turn her into a lawn chair.
A fucking soul lawn chair? That'd be awesome.
It still has like the pigtails and shit.
Now it's both metal and kawaii. Way to go.
Kawaii metal, baby metal. What the
says,
fans want.
Gentlemen, your inquiries are entirely understandable, and I assure you that I will do my absolute utmost to. And the cat stops all of a sudden. His ears sort of swivel, and he looks at the back room. Ah, if you'll excuse me, we have business. And he'll sort of look over at Effie and begin scampering towards the back room, nudging the door open and slithering inside. Effie sort of runs after him.
I'm gonna kind of just creep up and follow them with that.
Absolutely.
I will just walk.
Yes, Mr. Cool Imp, we did go over that part earlier. Stuff is made out of people down here.
Even the cat's made out of a person.
And that is absolutely true, as we have found out. As you begin sidling up towards the back room, the just the oogity boogities have intensified to the nth, and Effie and the cat just go through the door like it's nothing.
So is there a problem with this? Are we not seeing something,
Well,
comrades?
didn't they make a roll when they experienced this the first time in the back room?
They didn't see anything when they experienced it the first time.
Yeah. Can Adam and I make that roll now?
If you want to go back
Yeah.
there.
Well, yeah, I thought we were going back there.
Oh.
Yeah.
So then I need to know who's actually entering the back room.
I am
the
entering the
kind of
back room.
implying for us to
No,
go back.
I still have my sword in hand.
Got my brass knuckles in my pocket.
In my pocket, where they
That's
can
where
do
you
the
keep
most
'em.
good.
Yeah.
They weigh down my pants.
Please, they're
This is
shorts. They're like sweat shorts, so they're the really baggy kind. So they're just kind of like. So his shorts are just kind of like hanging off his dick.
That's gross.
We have a new viewer. Hello, new viewer. The third one is me.
Oh, that's just me.
Well, no, somebody else joined. As you guys enter, the source of the bad is pretty fucking obvious this time, as there's this huge undulating hole in the floor that is widening, and on the inside of the hole seems to be these whirling clouds and flashing lightning as the hole just seems to descend into nothing and nowhere. And as you enter the back room, the cat lets forth this unholy, ear-piercing screech at 10 times the volume something its size should be capable.
How did we miss this the first time, Josh?
I don't know. I think we're just fucking stupid.
It wasn't there the first time.
I wasn't there the first time.
It just lets out a big old meow.
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 At this point, I would like everyone to roll initiative.
How do we
What
do
is
that
that?
here? Oh, right.
Dex wits?
Dex wits, one die.
I'm trying. I pushed the wrong button, but I still rolled a 10 plus Dex Wits. I got a 15.
I need my pencil. I guess this is sort of barbaric, considering I could do this in Roll20, but fuck it. Dead Tree Master Race. How'd you do, Josh?
I got a 9.
How did I do? I didn't even see my fucking die roll.
Oh, you got 4 successes.
Let's see. Adam, what's your total?
Because it's 5. Wait, because it's. I haven't rolled the darkness in a while, so it's just 5 plus whatever the.
It's your die roll plus your dots and dex plus your dots and wits.
Cool, yeah. I got 10 then.
Wait, what?
Wait, because I got 5 on the die.
Oh, I was looking at the wrong one.
Yeah.
I'm looking at Charlie's. I was like, you got 10 when you have 2 dots no matter what?
I am also rolling.
I got 10 as well.
Mods between X and Adam.
6.
5.
Okay.
Slurp.
This
So-
soundtrack sounds like right now, it reminds me of Star Fox Adventures.
I think I know what you mean. This is Dark Fog by Kevin MacLeod. I figured.
McLeod.
Oh, hey. I figured we need some kind of background noise in case crap got boring. So
Like it does.
I just poured it in my playlist that I use for the vampire videos. All right. From the frothing, storming mass that is expanding in the center of the floor. These horrible distended spirits, their visage marred beyond recognition with these deep, endless voids, for eyes begin forcing their way up, clawing up, rising into the room. Josh, what would you like to do? I'm sorry, Tom. Tom, you're first.
Well, so there's these things.
4 of them.
I will charge at the tendrils.
Okay. Charge.
And I will attack them with my blade.
All right.
What the hell am I rolling?
Dex melee, friend. You know how to play this game.
Well, I'm okay. What's the diff?
6. It's always 6 in combat.
But I have a soul blade.
Yeah, artifacts are a little different. We'll get to that later.
Well,
It's
I
already
think
now.
this is what I brought up earlier, and we said
Yeah.
we'd do this. We
Okay. So actually, right now in Wraith, the diff to hit with things is not always 6.
Well, we'll go with what we're used to, I think, unless unless there's good reason for it, I guess.
Higher damage.
Okay, fine. So explain to me how it's supposed to work.
There's a chart. Hold on. I have no idea where the fuck it is. I'm assuming this is a claymore, Tom.
Yeah. What am I? Some sort of barbarian with a rapier?
A foil would be a 5. Saber is a 6. A broadsword is a 6. Broadsword is as high as it gets on this chart with a strength plus 5. Damn.
Sweet. So it's a diff 6?
Yep.
Okay. Well.
Wow.
That's technically one success.
Yeah, technically it is because it doesn't factor in our house rule.
So
And
then
do you
that,
have a specialty in swords?
I mean, I never wrote any of them down because I think we ran real late at that point.
Yeah.
I'll let you go ahead and take the specialty. Fuck it.
Woot woot. So that's 2 successes, or 3 if you, since I have 3 in melee, or 5 dots in melee.
Sure.
All right, I have 3 successes. That's how we do this again.
Strength plus 5 plus the extra 2 successes. Actually, no, I don't think you can buy the same specialty twice.
No.
So
Okay.
So that's only 2 successes.
Okay, so then that's
Strength plus 5 plus 1.
strength plus 5 plus 1. That's, and I roll that, right?
Yes.
Okay. So hang on, that's strength plus 5 plus 1. Don't know why I'm having trouble with that. That's 7 dice.
And I will use all 3 of my dice to soak.
Ah, damn it. That was the one hotkey I didn't fucking put in the bar. There we go.
That sucks. So, Tom, you heft your sword high, and you bring it down, and the wraith twists around it at the last possible second, and trails only black mist from its corpus.
I'll get you. I'll take for a second, I won't.
Let's see here. Give me an opposed dexterity brawl roll with me, Tom.
Wait, what?
Div 6.
Yes, sir.
So that's. Oh my god, this hot bar is getting long.
How long is it?
It's long.
It's
and
over
frothy.
9,000.
Oh, whoops, that's not the right one. Wait. What? That's weird. Sorry. That's the right roll. Oh, god damn it.
So, So as you're charging the Wraiths and attempting to do battle with them, the cat leaps up, plows its paws into your back with the force of a cannonball, and bowls you into the hole. You catch the edge, so you're not quite in there yet, but you are actively dangling from this thing, and the edge of the hole is widening underneath your fingers as the floor slips away.
Traitorous feline!
I knew I couldn't fucking trust that cat.
Oh,
Compatriots! Dispose of this farce!
Cat, what the hell?
Effie
And
runs.
help me.
Effie will run up to the edge of the hole and attempt to stamp on your fingers. What is a
Everybody loves this
7-year-old
little girl? How
girl's?
dare she?
What is a 7-year-old girl's dex brawl?
9.
It would have been funny, like, it's like, long live the king. Yeah. This Lion King just came out this year.
Dude, Mark just eats it right now.
That would be funny. That would take out 2 player characters, technically.
Oh yeah.
Because why not?
All right, Tom, roll stamina to soak that.
That's...
The fuck did I do with my pencil?
Ah!
Whatever, I've got a Sharpie.
You did it.
Okay, so she just stamps down on your fingers and it fucking hurts, but you keep your grip.
You're like, stop it!
Stop it, Effie.
Xavier, you're up.
So what? So he just goes in, tries to attack, fails. He gets kicked into the hole.
He is currently hanging onto the edge of the hole while the little girl is stamping on his fingers.
Currently in combat with a small child.
I'm getting too chivalrous for this.
I mean, I think my first instinct is to shoot the cat.
All right, go ahead.
Well, we'll throw the cat in.
Just punt the cat in the hole.
Okay, give me like a dex brawl to kick it into the hole.
No, I'm gonna shoot it.
Okay.
Oh man, like fucking old Yeller.
It's like you know what people don't expect for you to bring in the Skinlands, just your gat.
Blap blap.
Black, black, kitty, black, black.
So that is 4 successes.
Okay, make your damage roll.
Yeah.
That thing is a lot of stamina.
Yep. Oh wait, I got 1 success.
Okay, which I then soak. So you like fucking put one right in the cat's head, and the bullet just sort of like sloughs out as it turns to look at you.
Miles, what are you doing?
Let's see. Adam, you're up with your brass knuckles.
I'm gonna try to. Well, no, I'm gonna try to
Punch the little girl in the back of the head.
No. Like,
Get that flanking bonus out.
No, not the personal cannon boom.
I mean, if possible, you should knock her out.
Yeah.
No, just grab her by the ankles and just yell, just like the Romans.
No, Adam, you've seen a Gabriel dropout, right?
Yeah.
Well, go up and just sock her in the stomach. Just haymaker right in the gut, man.
Haymaker and the baby maker.
I'll leave that one to Josh, but I'm gonna
What are you trying to say?
Yeah, I don't know. I'm gonna put the cat. I'm gonna punt the cat though. Try to punt the cat.
Okay.
So keep the cat into the hole. Yeah.
Dex brawl.
You're gonna try to punt the cat and it's just gonna godly roll stamina. You're gonna break your foot on it.
Well, I have 9 dice in this one, so we'll see.
Holy shit!
Ooh.
Oh.
Boom! It's like push.
All right,
That little demon Adam kicked so many years ago.
strength plus
It's all-
6. Roll
it's all-
damage.
It's all built in.
I do remember that little
Oh
demon.
God.
Oh man, roll a whole bunch at him. Come on.
Adam
Yeah.
can only do good when he's punching things.
That's gonna be
Oh
a
yeah, that
kicker.
one time.
That's gonna be a soccer player. It's a game. The same.
God damn it, Adam.
No, wait.
Oh,
We
you
got
got
the
one more.
We got this. Did he get one more?
Yeah,
Yeah,
you
he got
10.
one more.
Okay. So you absolutely just run up, pooh, soccer ball the cat into this widening black hole.
Does it go jump in after him?
No, but she. So Kitty.
He jumps in after it.
All right. So 2 successes. It sort of like pulls out its claws and attempts to hang onto the back of Tom's corpus.
Who's that?
Huh?
You're hanging on too.
Absolutely on your turn. Well,
What?
actually, how would you like to oppose it? Because remember, you have your sword in one hand, you're hanging on. What do you want to do?
Well, if I'm hanging on with one arm, that means I can pivot.
Okay. Give me a dexterity roll. Beat my 2 successes.
Dodge it.
Just move
Uh,
out of the way.
just straight dex, or dex dodge.
Straight dex, because I rolled straight dex. We'll do opposed dex.
No, you know what? No, you know what? I didn't want to hit the kid.
You do have your willpower. Forget not.
I will spend a willpower for that then.
Okay. So then add
Just,
your
no, fuck you. 2 successes. Oh. Yeah.
Nope.
That's
So I got
that's
2 there, and plus my willpower, I got 1 more.
All right, you duck out of the way, and the cat is pitched.
Well, no, you got 3 successes, Tom.
Yeah, I know. I got
No,
1 more
he
than him.
succeeded.
So the cat's not dead? I don't know where he went.
As I yell, "Suck it, knave!"
That was a 90s expression. I remember making friends in elementary school. Okay.
So did the cat just get sucked into the hole?
Yeah, it fell to Odin knows where. Josh, you're up. There are still these spooky ghosties. Oh shit, hang on. No, we're good. Go ahead.
Okay. I don't know if I'm gonna need to split my dice pool for what I want to do. But I want to kind of grab onto Tom's hand. I don't want to pull him up. I just want to. So if he starts falling in, I'm gonna pull him back.
Okay.
But what I want to do basically is I want to go up, grab his hand, and then use crescendo.
Okay. What does crescendo do?
I basically scream really loudly what the cat did, and I roll stamina keening, and everything within hearing distance has to try to soak the damage I'm about to do.
Oh no.
That is everything. I'll allow it.
I am aware.
That is gonna cause you to split pools though.
That'd be funny if you killed me and Effie with that.
Just end the chronicle right.
So just go back to the shopkeepers. You're like, hey, so we found Effie. She won't be a problem anymore.
We sent her to the Shadow Realm.
I'll pull up Tom for this turn then.
We challenge her to a duel.
Okay. Then I won't make you roll dice for it. You can just sort of yank him up.
Appreciated, Francine.
Francis.
I thought you preferred sir.
God damn it. And that's my turn if I can't also just put my brass knuckles on as well.
Yeah, sure. I'll allow it. That's not an issue. So each one of the ghosts is going to attempt to like float out of the pit and attempt to grab onto each one of you and try and draw you in. So, Josh, give me an opposed dexterity brawl.
Dexterity brawl. Three successes.
All right.
Now I'm going to use a willpower.
That's only going to take you to 4. I've got 5 already.
Oh, you got 5 already? Oh, never mind then.
So this thing just sort of like wraps you in a bear hug and begins like dragging you towards the hole. Miles Bryce, give me an opposed roll, please.
Opposed to what?
Dex roll.
Dex brawl? Can I dex dodge?
Sure.
Mm.
We're the Mavericks of the White Wolf community. We play with the rules loose and hard.
I botched.
You botch. So
It definitely
Suplex.
gets me.
You dodge into the.
I'll tell
Best
you
move.
You dodge into the hole.
the best way to do this. Good morning, Jackhammer 896. How are you, friend?
Jackhammer Hernandez?
Oh man, I've heard the legend.
The man, the myth, the legend.
Mike Honcho.
I'll tell you what. Not only because you botch your opposed roll, not only does the Wraith grab you, the Spectre actually manages to lock one of your arms behind your back as it pushes you towards the hole.
It gets you in a full Nelson. It's inescapable.
John Titus, I need an opposed roll, please. I assume your dex brawl is rather high.
The same, yeah.
You would assume that, but he took the Homer
Yeah,
Simpson
5.
approach to boxing.
5.
5 successes. All
Yeah,
right.
what the hell is it?
So it goes to grab you.
Wait,
Spectre-
never mind. Never mind. I was looking at yours. Never mind. Yeah.
He got 5, you only got 3.
Yeah. I looked. Yeah.
Wouldn't
Yeah.
have that issue in real life. It's like, sorry, I was looking at your dice.
Coolimp asked if this is going to be the normal time. We haven't really hammered out a schedule per se yet. I'm thinking it's going to be about.
Poll.
There is a poll. I linked it on our Twitter, and I believe we're connected on Twitter. At CAFCONISON. I'm personally shooting for about 9 to midnight Mountain Time. I don't know what that translates to you, but
By the way, that's GMT -7 until the 11th, where that's GMT -6.
all right, you have been arrested by this thing. Clive MacLean.
Is it my turn, or am I doing a dodge thing?
Opposed rolls.
Okay.
I think I rolled
So-
twice. We'll go with my first one, so I got 2 successes on that one.
So brawl dodge or brawl?
Oh,
I'm
sorry.
sorry, brawl dex or whatever.
Dex brawl or dex dodge, your choice.
It's the same no matter what.
Oh, thank
5.
you. We will definitely let you know, Coolimp. We appreciate the offer. I'm thinking it'll be about this time. Thanks very much. We appreciate that.
What did he say?
He said, I advertise other channels at the end of my games on Fridays, and he'll add us to the list of other people to watch.
Woo!
Awesome. Thank you.
Thank you. We love
Hopefully
you.
we're worth it.
Okay,
Right.
well let's not go over top here.
Don't oversell us.
We are thinking about streaming every other week. So, 1 week on, 1 week off. Just for FYI. Okay, so Tom is the only one that manages to escape his Spectre as the other 3 drag you about halfway to the hole. All right, Tom, you're up, you're free, and you've got a Wraith Blade.
I should repay my debts. I'm going to try to help Francis, sir.
The code of chivalry works to my benefit.
Okay, I'll tell you what. I will also be charitable and give you an additional 2 dice. We'll say
Oh,
that it
man.
turned him around and it is bringing him forward. So you're actually going to be able to attack this thing from behind.
Oh man, that's a lot.
You're
of
flanking the tentacle.
damage. It's Okay, so I don't have a macro for that then.
You can roll separately. How many dice would that be?
11.
Okay, roll 9 dice at a diff 6 and 2 dice at a diff 6, and we'll add them together.
I mean, there's a 10.
I did, didn't I? There are 10 dice. It's underneath the 1.
Yep,
I
so
for-
there's the first one. And
I forgot I spent half an hour programming that shit in.
I got 8 successes.
Nice. Yeah.
Okay. Strength plus 5 plus 7.
All right, strength plus 5. 8 plus 7, so that's 14.
Good night, Cool Imp. Thanks for joining us.
Wait, no. 5 plus. Sorry, that's 12. So then.
3
Boom.
dice to soak.
Boom. That's less than what I would have wanted. Yay, he got 0 successes.
He botches.
That's 5 damage.
5 damage. So you basically bring your Wraith Blade down through the Spectre's back, and it sort of seizes up in agony as you almost cut this thing into thirds.
Aha.
Cat is in the hole.
Yeah.
The fuck is Effie gonna do?
And cry.
Oh, what did I miss?
Nothing.
What
We're
did you
probably
actually
gonna beat up Effie.
Are we gonna bully her?
What would a 7-year-old girl do if you just kicked her cat into a pit of unending darkness?
Cry.
Jump in. Kid.
Jump into it.
Ooh.
My girlfriend's giving me dirty looks in the background. Don't worry, the cat was evil.
It was not a Neko Mimi.
It was a bad kitty.
Not to be confused with the bad dragon.
Effie is going to begin to cry and scream as she rushes towards the front room of the blue crystal.
She's gonna run out of here and tell everybody we just killed her cat.
That's fine.
Because the next question is, where did you get a cat?
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's like, yeah, that was a fucking evil cat.
Xavier, you're up.
In our defense, the cat talked and it was me.
In our defense, it was creepy.
And it kicked me into a hole.
And it wasn't kawaii.
And this cat was not kawaii.
It was it. I'm imagining the way it talked was like the cat in ghost stories.
Oh, man. We needed that. It's the devil.
So where am I currently?
So you are halfway between the wall and the hole, and you are basically in like a gooseneck with this wraith that is pushing you towards it.
Mm-hmm.
Are these things like shadows?
The hedgehog?
These are specters, so this is what happens when the shadow takes over permanent.
Ooh.
All right. What is around me?
A bunch of boxes that are probably like ghostly and technically intangible to you. 4 different specters. Tom digging a sword in one of their backs, and Effie running screaming for the front room.
Balls, this is still the 90s.
Who has a cool shadow?
What is the floor immediately underneath me made out of?
Soul?
Let's see.
Linoleum.
It's a storeroom, so it's probably concrete.
I'm thinking, can I use my inhabit to do this? But then I don't know what the hell would happen.
What are you thinking of doing?
Well, I could shell ride my gun.
You possess your gun?
I could do that. That is a possibility. Or I can possess the floor. However, there's a big hole in the floor. I don't know what the rules are on that. Uh, what else can I do? I mean, I guess I should first try to break out of this.
All right, I'm gonna say because your one hand is bound, you're at -2 dice.
You realize that's basically unescapable.
You botched, buddy.
I botched an opposed roll. When has this ever led to the... But you're the storyteller. Okay. I'm just here for the ride.
I don't know, man. I just work here.
Yep, there it is. That was the best I could do.
Okay. Adam, you're up. You're basically being bear hugged by this thing and ushered towards the hole, while this ghostly figure cackles in your ear.
I'm gonna try to like break free and like try to just like like punch in the face if I can.
You absolutely can. That's going to require split dice rolls.
Yeah. Do this to break out.
Okay.
Well, do this one.
Yeah.
Sorry, Adam, you're not breaking out.
He basically gives you uppy. All right.
Well,
now,
then-
however, I do not believe that being grappled necessarily prevents you from taking actions. I think we went over this before. So since you still have your dice left over, you can still auto
Punch.
if you want.
Okay.
Just kind of
See if
kidney
Well,
punch
it's
this
like-
thing.
yeah.
Summon your stand.
I
God damn
botched.
it, Adam. That's
I'm like,
almost a botch.
That's not a botch, that's a failure.
Yeah.
I said almost.
So you can't quite bring your fist around. All right, Josh.
Like they don't train grapplers. They don't train boxers to grapple.
Not unless you're Mike Tyson
MMA hasn't been discovered yet.
Yeah.
or what's his name?
Hard
yeah.
work.
Yeah, him. Hard work hugger. Merriweather, there we go.
I have a question, Chaz. Does Ballad only work on one creature at a time? Because it doesn't really specify.
Let's find out today, friend. Ballad was Keening?
Yes, page 146 on the second edition book.
Bidoof.
Bidoof?
But the Bidoof.
Oh man,
That's what the cat was. Just kidding.
like if
The
it was a
cat-
Bidoof, it would have been unstoppable.
Yeah.
We can't fight that. It's a Bidoof.
That's why you kick in the hole. Like you can't use dig anymore. You're in the hole.
My reading of the ability is that it absolutely does not.
Okay.
So, or no, I mean it does not target. So you can affect multiple with it. However, it does specify that wraiths are much less affected. So the number of successes you get is the number of turns. I will allow you to try to use it on these specters, but keep in mind that you're basically singing to something that is given into all the darker aspects of its being.
Well, I basically kind of want to shut these things down by just fueling them with pure indolence and depression, including that little girl trying to run away to kind of stop her in her tracks.
Okay. I like that. Go ahead and do it. Roll your...
Manipulation Keening. 3 plus 4. At what diff is it?
It was versus the willpower, wasn't it?
Difficulty 8.
That, then. And you also have your willpower.
Let me see. I think I might have to spend one. Ooh. Too bad I don't have a specialty. That's technically 4. I'm gonna go ahead and pirate of that for 5 successes.
Okay, so that is an extreme success. So Effie just kind of falls to her knees and begins weeping. And as she does, these bloody cuts begin opening up all over her body, weeping blood down every side of her dress. Her skin falls away, and this side of her face has been completely flayed.
Ew.
She's completely missing one of the eyeballs as she just sits there weeping in an ever-growing pile of her own blood. The specter that has you basically in a bear hug just kind of seizes up and gives this extremely desperate sort of as if it's suddenly hit with the crushing weight of its entire existence being entirely worthless.
What
Yeah.
about the rest of the specters?
Like you're
Uh,
already dead.
they've frozen in place for a little while
Okay, that's what I wanted.
as they just kind of
Everybody feels sad now.
contemplate.
Jokes
Also,
on you. I'm too stupid to feel sad.
also, yeah, you guys are
Congratulations.
like super bummed too, by the way.
Congratulations, I've just invented emo music.
What have you done?
You.
Now we're filled with rage.
We're just a rat in a cage.
Angst.
But we just a rat in a cage, though.
The
Hey, in 20 odd years, you're gonna have some company with Chuck.
the specters sort of just ruminate on their empty existence that is only to bring pain and misery to others. Tom,
Well, since these are specters and I have a lot of dots in a certain Arkanoid, I'm gonna try this out. X, can you do me a favor and look up the rules on house cleaning?
I mean, as long as it looks presentable, there really are no rules.
Well, I don't know what I roll.
I'm assuming house cleaning is a power, right?
Yeah,
Do you happen to know what Arkanoid falls under?
it falls under castigate.
Dankeschön.
By cloaking himself in a text message, in his purity, the Wraith may drive away specters and keep them from entering his immediate area. This art can shield an entire structure from specters within reason. Any specters in the area, hidden or no, are driven away. Peculiarly, this art cannot keep doppelgangers at bay. Each success on a charisma plus castigate roll, difficulty 7, will keep the ward up for 1 turn. Any specters already present must be defeated in a resisted roll, player's house cleaning roll against the specter's angst before being banished. The banished specter stays banished for the duration of the art, even if the other specters in the vicinity are not affected. So, roll charisma castigate, diff 7.
Okay. And of course, I don't have that one. Let's see. Eh. How to do?
Ugh.
Wah.
See, X? That was 9 dice. That's how that's escaped.
Yeah, but, the other person botching doesn't necessarily mean, they get fucked on dice.
Yeah. Well, okay, let's see. I guess I'll roll my angst. What's the difficulty for the angst? I guess if he rolled an 8, I'll roll an 8. Fuck it. 1, 2, 3, 4.
Way.
One of them got equal successes, so let's say that's Adams.
Yeah.
So I will say you have banished Adams for the duration as he just sort of disappears and flees back down the hole.
He gets bummed out and then banished. That's what we like to call a bum and ban.
I'm pretty sure that's something else.
Okay. That was Tom. Effie is depressed. Xavier.
I shouldn't laugh at
I'm
that.
gonna try to get out again.
You know what? I'm super depressed. I will not resist you. You can seize the moment and just sort of like reverse the gooseneck and slip out.
Yay! 2 successes.
But you still feel, violated.
Like,
And bullied.
I was like, ah,
And you just remember that, your family's crying about you being dead.
probably.
Or maybe they're not. Does that make you feel better?
I don't know, man. Those 4 dots in memoriam.
Yeah, you too took 4 dots in memoriam. I see you're also a man of culture.
So that's what memoriam did. I forgot.
It's
That's
pretty
how well you
important.
remembered. Four
It's,
dots. in
it's not as
memoriam.
important as Pact for Demon, but
It basically implies how long you'll be remembered.
I took 2 dots.
I think 4 dots is a large group of people or like a subculture of people.
Wait, you're a CIA agent.
Yep.
People shouldn't remember you. That's terrible. That means you're a bad agent.
Well,
that's why you
He's
got
not
my
as
mad.
family and the agency.
Your family shouldn't know you're a CIA agent.
I don't lie to them about everything. That's probably why I'm dead, Tom. Shit.
So you were killed by the CIA because
Maybe. I don't know. That's not up to me to decide.
I think that is.
no, he left it open. Like deliberately.
Yeah, I know, but I mean, he purposely made it. It wasn't his problem,
Yeah, I know.
even though it should be.
He told his family he's like, hey, I'm an FBI agent. It's
Amnesia.
Amnesia. Best story hook.
All right. So, X, you are free. Adam, you are also free, and it is your turn.
Cool. Like, expect to Patronum. Kidding.
God damn.
They're basically Dementors.
Adam, you can either be a weeaboo or a Potterhead. We
A
can't.
pothead.
Like
Not
you
a Potterhead.
gotta meet us halfway, dog.
It's called a nerd chest. Come on.
God damn it.
Yeah,
He's
you know,
broadening his horizons.
yeah, good point.
Also, Adam, it's 1994.
Well, the books probably were made. I don't know.
I remember him discovering them in like '98, but the third one was already out by then.
I believe this is around the time the story is actually taking place.
Yeah, Philosopher's Stone, 1997. Then, oh, I don't think that was the.
Yeah, 97 was the first
1987.
one. Yeah.
So,
Yeah,
Adam, you're from
yeah.
the future?
Yeah. Well, yeah, I'm John Titus. Or John Titor, if the.
Wait, what the fuck does that mean?
Like, Google it.
Don't tell me what the fuck to do.
They'll do it eventually.
Go to bed.
He means John Teeter.
Well, according to Google, the Harry Potter books start in 1991.
Probably in like Britain or something.
Yeah.
So I'm not a time traveler.
He just knows the story firsthand.
I just still go peek over his shoulder while I was dead.
That's why
Right.
he has the supernatural ally, Merritt. Supernatural ally Dumbledore.
What do you do, Adam?
I was at the ghost with my knuckles.
Punch the ghost with your knuckles. Do it.
I thought you said girl for a second.
I punched the girl.
like you're bleeding already.
God.
Like
Your-
bludgeoning damage.
Yours has been banished. Who would you like to attack?
Oh yeah. Then I'll go for
Josh's is looking fairly ragged.
I'll finish off Josh's then.
Do it. I will also let you attack from behind, so that's an additional 2 dice.
I need more dice.
Adam,
I'll
you
do
have-
the 2 first.
you have a virtual amount. It's
I'll do
almost
the 2 I'll
limitless.
do the 2 first and then the 10. Oh, it's yeah. It's a 9, yeah. Hey man. It's 9.
Six
Roll.
successes. I roll my 3. Wait, was that specialties? Yes, no, no.
That's just a hit or the specialty. Yeah.
Well, no, you didn't roll any tens.
Okay.
So I
Oh,
soak one. So
oh,
you
that was just a hit though.
very well
Yeah.
then. Strength plus 5, plus actually strength plus 6 for your soul steel knuckles.
So, yeah. 6. Yeah.
Okay.
And then this. Yeah. This is a bunch of tens then.
So you slap this thing in the back of the head, and it turns around and snarls at you.
Is that a cat?
Do you know what happened to the last cat?
Yeah. No.
It died. Allegedly. We actually don't know where that hole goes.
Josh, you are not quite free yet, but the specter has loosened its grip quite a bit.
I'm gonna try to turn around and punch the one that's been punching me, because it's a bitch.
Punch it.
Dex brawl. As soon as it loads.
If it loads.
There we go.
Mm.
4 successes.
Strength plus 3.
Was it strength plus 1 plus 3? Okay. So
Oh, that's right. You have knuckles too. Strength plus 4 then.
4. So 7. Oh,
You got
wonderful. One
Yep.
success.
And I soak 2, so you kind of brush at it ineffectually.
We are doing terrible when it comes to damage this session. But it's okay, because I made a little girl crying. Really, in the end, that's all that matters.
That's what the darkness for.
Well, no, you didn't just make her cry. You made her bleed.
The specter is going to turn around and attempt to fist punch Adam.
Oh, that means he let me go.
Yes.
Yeah.
He's going to let you go now that Adam has pissed him off and snapped him out of his emo phase.
So it was just a phase.
It usually is.
On the soak.
Oh shit! Eat Dead Spike-san is coming to the Nintendo Switch.
What?
Anyway, yeah, you absolutely soak. As I just kind of,
Yep.
The others don't do dick. Tom, you're up.
Well, I'm gonna try to finish off this one that was grappling Josh.
Do it. It is now has its back to Josh, so you don't get the extra dice.
Oh.
Well, Adam hit it, so it turned around and hit Adam.
What did I
You're
roll
playing-
again?
But you can
Dex
play it
brawl.
for me
Melee
though.
de-
Oh no,
six-
Dex melee. Dex melee for your sword.
But
Dex
you can play it
melee,
with me
yeah.
though.
6, right?
Yes.
Okay. That's... Where the fuck did that button go? There it is. 5 successes.
All right.
6.
Oh
Six
yeah,
is-
specialty. Strength
So
plus
that's-
10.
Strength plus 10. So that's a lot.
It is indeed a lot.
Gah! And 5.
Oh, 5 total successes? Okay.
Is that what we're waiting on?
Yeah, I'm sorry. I had to load for a minute. Yeah, you chop at this thing, and it just slowly starts to. It looks like its hold on the Shadowlands is indeed quite tenuous.
It's still alive? Jesus Christ.
These things have a lot of corpus. Maybe
How can they have more than 10? That's not fair.
in hindsight, maybe picking shades was not a good idea. The cat did Spectre's call. I looked at the bestiary in the back. I was like, Shade, that sounds like a good
We
opponent.
better get bonus XP for this.
You guys are doing fine. Effie's crying in her own blood. Xavier.
I don't know why that makes me laugh every time I hear
I don't know either. You have issues.
it.
I
Hey,
am.
she tried to send me into this hole.
That's true.
What happened? I phased out again.
We're making fun of Effie crying.
No. Has nobody kicked her in the hole yet?
I will. I guess I will go to comfort Effie.
What are you, gay?
No,
He's a father.
I am
I
a
don't know.
father.
What are you, a gay father?
Sorry, Francis.
Oh, you after little boys?
What the hell,
Oh,
Adam?
what the hell, Adam?
Effie is just sort of like shuddering as she just stares into the weeping pools of her own gore and just mutters to herself, I made the bad people go away. I made the bad people go away.
I'll just be like, it's okay, Effie. It'll be taken care of. As I look behind and see shenanigans going on.
Shenanigans, that is the best way to describe this.
Just a screaming of the immortal damned and
We are a motley crew.
just turn around and fire at some of them real quick.
Yeah.
It's like, it's okay, Effie.
You absolutely can. You have your full dice pool.
Then I will do that.
There, little girl. Boom!
Even in the underworld, nothing settles this world like a peacemaker.
I wish I was a diff 8 to hit though. Sweet.
Why was it a diff 8?
I don't know. Shit has ridiculously high difficulties. That is 5 successes. No, 1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah, 5.
Yeah, it's 5. Okay. I believe what heavy pistol is 5 dice?
I'm using the light pistol.
4 dice?
It shoots light.
So 8 difficulty. 6. 5 successes.
Did you want the one that was kind of ragged?
Yeah.
Alright, you send a soul steel bullet straight through its head, and it evanesces into the darkness of the Shadowlands and is gone. There are currently 2 remaining. They're just super bummed right now. So, let's see. Adam, you're up. The one that you were squaring off with is now completely gone.
We'll have to gang up on that guy to get rid of him.
Yep. Just getting up on the next one. Bullying. It's
We bully people. That's how we get things done.
bully people to death. To re-death.
Double death.
You've been double de-deathed.
Super death.
We go after one of the other emo spirits.
Go
Just
for it.
throw him in the hole. Just pick him up and throw him in the hole.
Alright, strength plus 4, Adam.
What?
You botched damage.
It's like
You healed him.
Break your fist.
You reinvigorated him.
Break
Given
your
him new purpose.
he found his purpose in life. To kick my ass.
You sort of lunge at him, you trip a bit, and you have officially pissed this thing off.
I actually don't think by the rules you can botch damage.
Really?
Like, even if you botch, you do 1.
We'll go with that. Fuck it.
Because like, if you hit them, you can still have a chance to do something. Like that.
Yeah.
Done deal. Spectre's gonna turn around and try to Wraith punch Adam back.
I need to get stone hand punch. Just so I can punch them without them getting to soak.
Oh.
How'd I do? Well, 8 dice of damage for me.
I'm sorry, Adam.
I can take it. I can heal myself. And others.
Ooh, damn, Adam.
No, they do good.
You're a tough cookie.
All right, so you take one little check on your corpus.
Like I said, he took the Homer Simpson approach to boxing, where it's just
Yeah.
like let him beat the shit out of you until he
Yeah.
tires himself out.
Yeah.
So
They
you-
can't hurt
yes,
me.
the Dragon Ball Z tabletop fighting.
They
Once
can't
you're
hurt me if
tired,
I'm
you
al-
can't fight me, and I win.
Tom, you're up.
They can't hurt me if I'm already dead.
Can I kill this thing now?
Go for it. I'll let you
Can
maneuver
you?
behind it too. Take your extra 2 dice.
Oh,
Ooh.
okay. 5 successes.
That's
Just
more than that. That's one,
Oh, shit, that's
2,
right.
3, 4, 5, 6,
Plus 2.
7, 8.
8.
Yeah, that's a total
So
of 8.
then 7 plus 5 plus strength. So that's 15.
Kill it, kill it, kill it, kill it.
It's 9 damage, unless you're counting double 1 or double on. No, wait,
Tens.
no, that doesn't
No.
make sense.
They
So
explode
that's
though.
9 damage.
Oh.
I soak jack shit, so he takes 9 to the face and is basically just a wispy cloud at this point.
He's still here?
He is still here.
What the fuck?
I was pretty sure they had like 10 corpus.
No,
They're like the 12
clearly
or-
more than that.
Xavier, you're up.
What
I was
the?
looking, I was like, are you guys done yet?
We're trying.
And then I'll shoot the one that they were attacking.
Do it.
I'll take another kill.
Stealing my kills.
Oh, I should have used willpower.
Wait. Three. Oh, wrong one. That's actually 1, 2, 3, 4. 4 damage.
4 damage. I soak 3.
Still alive.
Still alive. Adam,
Jesus Christ.
finish it up.
And there's still one more after this, right?
Yes.
Oh my god.
Finish the
Good
emo.
God. How much health does this thing have?
15.
What?
Wait, okay, wait. Something's not adding up here.
Wow.
I did
Oh.
What?
9. And I've hit it several times by now, doing at least like 3 to 4. And I think Adam's hit it a few times. Something's not adding up here.
You don't forget, you guys just killed one.
I've only hit 1 though. And I believe Adam only has 2.
No,
Me too.
you cleaved into the one that was holding Josh for a while. That
I
one's-
thought that's the one we were attacking.
Nope, that one died a long time ago. He took it out with a headshot.
Oh.
This is the second one for. We'll say this was the one that was originally grappling Xavier. And he is
Oh,
holding
you
on
see
by a
now, that's where my
bastard.
confusion stems from. I was like, this thing has like 40 HP.
Come on, Tom.
And I do 2 damage to
Okay,
him.
this is the typical level 1 encounter.
Oh, you guys are doing fine. Don't start.
I think
I bought
yeah.
soaking, so
I mean, we're doing fine, but that's really just the dice.
Josh, finish it off.
Oh my god. I'm just gonna be like, why don't you die?
Yeah, I think,
Please
Hey,
die.
Dad.
Chaz, I think I pushed the wrong button because it's like difficulty 8. It looks like, right? Am I trained? It's
No, 9 at a diff 6. Oh yeah, you did roll your damage at a diff 8. So
Yeah.
hang on.
4.
1, 2, 3.
3.
Yeah, 3. Yeah.
Finish it off, Josh.
Nerd.
There's no way I can maneuver behind it right after Adam punched it, or can I?
Actually, you're already behind it, so take your extra 2 dice.
So you actually maneuver in front of it.
7 at a diff 6. I punched this thing in the back of its ghost head.
Okay. Strength plus one plus one.
5.
I believe in you, Francis.
3 successes.
And it is gone. It is vapor. It is off to meet its friends.
All right, one more, guys.
In a harrowing.
God damn it.
Just go up and punch him in the back of the head.
This one's still depressed, so he'll skip his turn. And Tom.
Where's the
Chop it
button?
from behind.
There's the button. 5 successes.
I think that's more. One.
That's 1, 2, 3, 4,
3.
5, 6, 7.
That is 7 indeed.
So that's the same as last time then. No, wait, that's 1 less. So 14? 5 plus 3 plus 7, yeah.
It soaks 1.
Man.
Oh my god.
It didn't botch technically.
Yeah, so wait, hang on. He's got a couple of 10s there, so that's going to eat the 1s.
Holy shit. Okay.
So that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6.
Those
minus
10s are.
3.
Yeah, so you got 1 success net from the 10s.
He did a total of 3 damage by my count.
Yay.
Isn't that div 6?
Yes.
That's 1.
Okay, look, 10 is 2, and under our house rule, it gets rid of the 1.
Mm-hmm.
7 is 3. The other 10 gets rid of the 1.
Yeah, but he's got a
4.
specialty. Oh, wait, this is just damage, huh?
Yeah, this
Yeah,
is
there's
damage.
the damage.
Yeah.
And then the 10s, and then 2 8s is 6. And then he has another 6, so 7? Right?
I think so.
Right, and then 3 1s that are unchecked.
Yeah.
So that means he did 4.
Well, you did something, Tom.
Yay, I did something.
Xavier, go for it.
Ugh. I'll take another shot at the ghosties. The spooks.
It's the last one, right? The last ghost? The last vector? I think that's the last ghost.
I got 1 net.
Right.
Yay.
Okay, roll your damage.
Nice. Not nice.
The
Yeah,
bullet
Yeah.
passes through his empty eye socket.
This
Adam.
thing's immortal.
Technically, yes.
Oh my god.
You got 1, or yeah.
Strength
Yeah.
plus 1, buddy.
You got 2.
It's like
Ooh, I got 3.
wallowing in its like
Yeah.
own like agony of just like self like loathing, but it's like moving in such a way we can't predict it. It's truly the drunken master.
Josh, you're up.
I just want to harrow this thing. But that would hurt all my friends too. I'm not behind this one, right?
Can you whisper into its ear?
You could be if you want to be.
Can
I'm
you
gonna be
whisper
then.
sweet nothings?
Your daddy drove a milk truck.
No, you say that before you put them to sleep.
4 successes.
All right. Strength plus 4. One,
Yeah.
2, 3, 4.
Yep, 4 successes, my man.
Okay.
Slowly but surely, we're whittling it down.
This thing is going to attempt to punch Tom.
Man.
This is just like that fucking scene in Shaun of the Dead where they're beating the zombie with the pool sticks to Don't Stop Me Now by Queen.
Yeah. Yeah.
Effective, but we're doing something.
Soak 2, Tom.
I can maybe do that.
So what's playing
I
now?
did that.
Good job. He bounces off you ineffectually. Finish this thing, Tom.
That's not the right one. That's the right one.
You're the first one.
I still get to roll this. That's the damage.
All right.
Yep, 2 more damage.
Effie is gonna get back up now that the ennui has wore off and start running back to the front room again.
Oh,
Xavier.
okay. I'm gonna pop a shot, follow Effie.
Oh,
I too thought you were gonna shoot the little girl.
Can't for the knee. You can't run anymore, girl.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 9. Yay! I did 1 damage.
yeah. Yay. Oh, yeah,
Go
yeah,
at
yeah.
'em.
You do this. Nope, wrong one.
Strength +2, buddy. You got this.
1 damage, chipping away. Chipping away.
Josh.
Am I still behind it?
Sure.
Get it from behind.
Kami-sama, help us.
No. You got 4.
Strength +4 it is. The exact same roll.
Nope.
Soak. Spectre will punch Josh. Fuck it. Why not?
Into the hole.
It does nothing.
I didn't roll damage yet.
Oh. Well, I have 2 successes to soak.
Yay! I
It does
batter
nothing
against you
so.
ineffectually. Tom, go for it.
Yay. 3 damage.
Well, no, that's 2 plus strength plus 5.
No, the second roll of my roll was the damage.
I soak 1, and you have cleaved this thing in half.
God damn.
But it makes 2.
What's into 2? It's an ooze.
You couldn't have. There's 2 more specters.
The spreading hole of darkness has almost entirely overwhelmed the back room. Effie is making a flight to the front door. What do you do?
I roll up to Effie and ask her, how do we close the hole in the floor?
She's kind of
What for?
hysterical right now. What you'd have to basically it's a child. You're gonna basically have to calm her down.
I'm gonna do pathos again.
Alright.
Just do the normal anime thing. Just slap her across the face.
I mean, Xavier, if you want, you can just reach out and like grab her.
Scruff her.
Grab her, turn her around, manipulation, empathy.
Do it.
Which
Why
is
are
not
you
a terribly high dice pool, but it's something. What's the diff?
6. Fuck it.
1 success!
Yay. We suck.
You're like, I know you're scared, but there's this hole, and we don't know how to close it.
And I'm scared too.
It closes by itself.
Oh, okay.
Okay, then get the fuck out of here.
I was just like, okay, let's get you out of here. And I'll just be like, it closes by itself, guys.
That is good to know.
Allegedly. I don't know if it's just she thinks it closes by itself, and it actually is just all consuming until it's satiated with blood.
It's just a black hole. It just keeps getting bigger and bigger. The more it kicks in.
Oh, well,
Yeah,
it is
the
already
desire is more
midnight.
lemon pepper wings.
My dudes.
So what happens now?
Oh, I think we found the murderer, the double
was-
murderer.
It was a whole.
I don't know. If I walk outside, is there a crowd forming with the screaming and the gunshots?
Not a crowd, but several concerned onlookers.
So Atlanta.
Just shitting on Atlanta tonight.
It's
We
not
do
my
it to
fault
both
Atlanta's
cities.
shitty. Okay, it was shitty in the 90s. I don't know about now. Mostly because I stay away from states that aren't good.
Or Texas.
Aren't
So-
good.
I
So
went to
Texas-
Atlanta a couple weeks ago. Or not weeks ago, years ago.
I was just like, what?
I went to Atlanta a couple years ago. The bus station was nice. I was on a Greyhound to fucking Georgia.
Georgia's not the worst state. Of
It's
course,
not.
we always.
But it's in that dirty South area.
All right, guys. I do think we have several plot hooks to continue the story. We've gone for a little over 3 hours, so I'm going to go ahead and call it there.
Okay.
All right.
5 XP for everybody. Vote for the bonus
Awesome.
point. And I'm going to introduce a new rule, because goddamn it, I've sat through too much editing of this shit. Any ties will count as 0.
All right. I gotta give it to the Scott. Big sword daddy Clive.
I will give it to the detective.
Oh, I will give it to the Mr. Sir.
The queen. Okay.
The queen.
Tom has the tie-breaking.
Yes, you do, Tom.
I give it to Adam.
I mean, you could give it to yourself.
Yeah, but I don't want to be shitty.
Who will it be, Tom?
I said Adam.
Oh,
Okay. So
All right,
nobody.
0.
No bonus.
All right, fuck it. Nobody gets the point today.
Woo!
Equality.
So I think everything went pretty well. We had a couple of drops, but nothing terrible. Yeah. I think we finally worked out all the kinks and can actually fucking stream now.
Yeah. And next time, I might be presentable.
I
Don't get your hopes up.
Did you
like I
not
said,
do
I was
the
gonna
makeup?
fix the background. I was gonna do the suit, the makeup, the whole 9 yards, and I was like, fuck it. I don't even know if this is gonna happen tonight. So that, and I was running super late. I had to get up early this morning because my sister did something stupid, so I ended up passing out. Later on this afternoon, I woke up at 6. Anyway, my personal life aside, thank you for joining us or watching this on YouTube, as is most likely since nobody's watching us right now. Thank you for watching our test stream. Let us know your opinions down below. As soon
Guys,
as
we're watching it right now.
we work out an actual schedule, we will let you fine folks know. We're looking at streaming every other week at around this time-ish. Which doesn't mean anything if you're on YouTube, so I'm just going to shut the fuck up. I'll see you guys later. Stay caffeinated. Oh. Subscribe to our YouTube channel. Follow us on Twitter. YouTube.com/caffeinatedconquest. We have a Patreon if you like our stuff. Peace.
Throw money into a pit.
It's the same thing.
Good night, everybody.